What up, everybody? What up? What up, everybody? Dr. Jerome Ha, Darkside Bird. I see you causing a ruckus. Mr. Lolcow with the what are the oranges for? Let's effing go. Triple A, Alex Alexander, big ups. We have another DarkSydePhil fan. From the river to the sea, Hannah Claire has been freed. Free at last, free at last. Saint Hannah of Claire is free. Free at last. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. How is everybody doing tonight? The ghost of Peter. Peter, I'm holding iced tea. It's gonna be one of them streams, huh? Let me make sure my audio is good, because it was not good. I'm constantly fighting with this thing. Got the compressor, got the de-esser. Gain reduction. Gain reduction. I'm going to add my own. Screw it. How about this? How about this? Hello. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Turn this down. Hello and welcome, everybody. Hello and welcome. How do we sound? Almost got done with my radio show. Almost home now. Let's go. Let's go. How do we sound? How do we sound? We doing good? We doing good? I'm adding some gain. Adding some gain to the equation. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. We're testing the mic. Sounds good? Alright. Good, 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 good. I love it. I'm loving these emojis. I'm loving these emojis. Fear Monarch, welcome. Hello. Alright, let's get into it.
This live stream may contain mature material some viewers might not find suitable.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. This is a very special edition of the Level 99 live stream, where we are feeling fine all the way up here at level 99. My name is LDZ, aka Lord Diaz. You already know. And we are live across YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and now on Elon Musk's free speech app, X. Give it up. I hope you are all happy. I hope you're all healthy. And most importantly, you already know, I hope you are all hydrated. No, not the ranch. Put the ranch down, Scarlett. Put it down. It's not good for you. It has monosodium glutamate in it, and it might give you a migraine. Well, it gives me a migraine. Look at what we got here, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between. Who knew Dashfire had a Twitch channel? Pressing the button. Look at what we got here is a red carpet affair. Big ups to you, my friend. How are you? My tag team partner, Smart Guys 3.0. If you take a look at Dashfire's X account, then you will see that there is a I'm following you, of course. You'll see that there is a voting. There's a vote between 4 events that we're going to cover for Smart Guys 3.0. It's quite possibly one of my most favorite streams to do. Chopping it up with Dashfire. Also on the YouTube, so there's no excuse, guys. Pick your preferred platform and figure it out. Figure it out. He has the ick! But for real, though, what are the oranges for?
Suck.
Insane. Insane. You're not here to see me, guys. I know what you guys are here to see. So let me just go ahead and kill this off right here. You guys are here to see the newest DarkSydePhil fan on the block. They've been around for a minute. And QQ out here having an style interview with this unironic DarkSydePhil enjoyer. They are known as EvaCowboyFan. But before we get into that, I just want to let everybody know that this morning for the Step Mania stream, not only did we hit the 30 for 30 weighted vest goal, but we exceeded it, you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to live my dream. Go to bed early so I can wake up early. Come downstairs, make some coffee, and play some Dance Dance Revolution. We had some excellent requests. We had some excellent conversations. It was a lot of fun. And I just want to let everybody know, since Phil right now is on this big arc, this big health arc. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. He's getting it from all sides. So, he's a fan of Evangelion! I'm sure Linda Deranged had something to say about that, because he definitely had something to say to me about being an Evangelion enjoyer. But I just like the pretty pictures, bro. I'm not in it to, like, psychoanalyze all the shit, you know? So, who knows? Maybe we'll find out why EvaCowboyFan is a fan of Evangelion. Health Arc. I know you've seen the meal he just ate. Yes! Yes! And it was from Burger King, wasn't it? It was from Burger King. Broside being the go-to when it comes to this type of thing. Actually looked up how many calories the meal was that he got, and it's somewhere around it's hovering around like I don't know, 2,000 calories. What the? Oh my God, true. Pathetic. You know, Dr. Jomha's got it right. On one side of the coin, I'm balling, and then on the other side of the coin, I am balling. That Burger King slop, yes. Fast food and food out, like when you go to the restaurants now, is shit. You spend too much money for such little quality. When I used to go off my diet, guys, the first thing I would do is hit up all of the restaurants and sample all of their wares. And I just can't bring myself to do it anymore. First off, because of the kindness and generosity of the community during the Step Mania streams, we've been hitting the 30 for 30 vest goal, which means I've been doing a lot of DDR with the weighted vest on. And so, in a way, that also has helped accelerate my weight loss, and it has actually shown some results when I'm, you know, stepping on the scale, looking in the mirror, putting on clothes and stuff like that. So I want to take a moment to thank you guys. Who knows? The Patreon may actually open up. I'm not that good yet, though. The drink alone has 84 grams of sugar and 105 carbs. What the fuck, King B. Cruel? Oh my God. Everybody, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow your heads and pretend to be serious for a minute, because we are amongst royalty. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, and everybody in between. Give it up. Spoons out for the king. One true king. King B. Cruel. Hanging out with us on the Kick platform, but not to be outdone. Honky Kong! Honky Kong! Honky Kong! Over on the mainstream.
He's gay!
The speech impediment is not helping. Every DSP fan sounds identical. Yes, I did a little pre-watch just to see what I was going to get myself into, and oh my God, they all have... Look, I was about to think that it was the mask that they were wearing, which was also an interesting choice, but suffice to say, DSP has a type. DSP tends to attract other DSPs, and why not just talk about it? Let's be about it. First off, I want to direct your attention, guys. I want to direct your attention to a post by friend of the channel, Cat's Burgers. Shout out to Cat's Burgers. This was posted on the 3rd, so this was a while ago. Phil gets mad at his
King be cruel. King be bitch.
at his friend EvaCowboyFan. So let's do enjoy, and then we will get into the interview.
EvaCowboyFan, we're all well aware that you want to see Digimon's Storytime's trailer, Stranger. I don't think you have to say it every time you're here. Just being honest, like now, literally every time you're in the chat, you talk about it. We kind of get it, that you're interested in it, and maybe I'll play it in the future. Thanks for the input. Noted. You don't have to mention it every time you're here. Okay.
Damn!
EvaCowboyFan, we're all...
Damn! Got him! Got him! Digimon! Guys, I don't want to upset any of my Pokemon enjoyers, any of my Digimon enjoyers out there, but the creator of Pokemon made it for autistic people, okay? For autistic people. Search the Wikipedia. You know it to be true. Jody, tain't real! And to everybody hanging out with us across YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X, I only have one question for you.
Welcome home.
That really wasn't a question, but let's continue. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. QQ, friend of the channel. Out here with the adorable cat avatar. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's get into it. Dark Side Ranter, welcome. King Be Cruel over on Kick says, hope Eva reads the room and sees that Phil doesn't want him there. Well,
Everyone,
he has autism.
QQ
He won't.
Here. I'm sure many of you know who my next guest is on the internet.
Bro, big ups!
Welcome
Quite a bit recently.
home.
But just in case you haven't paid attention or you haven't read the title yet, I'm talking with EvaCowboyFan.
Oh, this is your first
I've
time.
seen many comments saying he is darish because of how he types. He is not darish. We will learn about the rabbit lore, though.
Uh-oh.
I do want to add, please do not harass anyone who participates in these videos.
True.
I'm doing this series to satisfy my curiosity and hopefully yours on who watches DarkSydePhil, one of the most hated lol cows on the internet.
Yes.
We did talk for a couple days for the interview. Day one, we had a bad connection, so I'll be splicing that together as best I can. Plus, I had the audio filtered on his end for 8 minutes at the beginning, but I'll provide context
This
later.
interview
on what
makes
was
my
missed.
skin crawl.
Day two went
You see the convo I had with Eva before this video went live?
a
I
lot
did
smoother,
not.
Thankfully,
Hold
Ava
up.
was willing to do a face interview.
Hold
I
up.
suggested
Is it
would
on
be a
your
bad
timeline?
idea. So we agreed that he would
I'ma
wear his
stalk
Mandalorian
you.
helmet to protect his identity and bring hype for the new movie coming out, and I shall join him in the theme he selected. And with
Whoa! It's a Mandalorian cat. Now this is quality, alright? I've seen a lot of people online on the timeline talking their shit, going, who would want to waste their time and talk to a DarkSydePhil fan? This is just as dented as being a DarkSydePhil fan. I can appreciate that other people have other opinions and other perspectives, but it is things like this. It is things like this that makes me smile and makes me want to encourage this type of behavior, because this is creative, this is funny, I like this a lot, and maybe it's because it's a cat. I don't know. Well, Kick be acting weird, so I'll do it here because it didn't let me pop for what the? Hold up, wait a minute. Did something happen? Hold up. I dare not besmirch the good name of Darkside Ranter over here. Let me figure this out. Hold on. Let me pull this thing out. Oh my God, there it goes. Grim Tidings, what up, pimp? My apologies if something got caught up. But big ups for the 5 months. Oh my God. All right. Yes. Here we go. Let's figure it out. I'm going to drill into this first. And I'm going to pull it up on the old Firefox. So do be patient with me. I have autism. So I'm going behind the scenes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is important to the plot. Hold on. Darkside Ranter! Darkside Ranter! Darkside Ranter! 5 months! Let's go! There it is. There it is. Alright, so let me do this behind the scenes. Balani, welcome! I'm opening this tab. This is very involved. We're gonna add that to the running total. Thank you so much. We are edging now ever so closer to that green room goal. All right. Very cool. So I got the DM, and we're now in the thread. Okay, here we go. Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up. Okay, so QQ made a tweet saying, "Good news, everyone. Excellent Futurama reference, by the way. Sunday at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The East Side is the best side. EvaCowboyFan's interview drops. It was fun talking to him, and I hope everyone enjoys it. Are you all enjoying the DSP fan interview so far?" And then the link. Alex Alexander out here with the blue check mark. Gotta respect that. Says, Jesus Christ, this computer's slow. Can agree. I had a decent conversation with him this morning before the interview video. He's just bad at social cues and easily manipulated by people like Phil. Please leave him alone and direct your anger at the person who takes advantage of people. Damn, Alex. Damn! Look at all of this right here. Good news, everyone. It's a suppository. Pause. Let's see here. Alex says, "Oh boy, I can't wait. Are you guys ready to see this awesome once-in-a-lifetime interview? I'm going to cook some Tostitos. Also, have to make sure I have some brewskis ready. That way I can have some buds with my buds in the chat. Hello? Anyone there?" And then here comes EvaCowboyFan. "Yes, I'm here. Hello." They go on. "I'm also glad to see some excitement, but I do want to warn other potential viewers that the audio isn't the best in the interview, unfortunately. So hopefully it wouldn't be a big deal." EvaCowboyFan goes, "It is my first YouTube interview after all." And then Alex, "What about Kevin?" That's satire. I was making fun of Kevin Bernstein. He always says the same thing before Phil's stream. He's a LARPer. Bilotti, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God. If that is true, my apologies, my condolences to the cat. What was the cat's name? Well, look here. Look here. I want you to sit back and enjoy yourself. If you have something to smoke on, something to drink on, maybe take a little sip. And let's continue. I thought of giving a warning since I can already imagine some haters bringing up the poor audio and such. It's my first interview, but I will try to invest in a proper mic sooner or later. So here's a pro tip, Ava Cowboy fan who might be watching. There is a program called Elgato Wavelink, and it's free. So there's no excuse. That's what I'm using for my microphone right now, and I feel like it's outputting the best sound I've had for a while. Pepper Ann. Shout outs to Pepper Ann. Let's show our love to Pepper Ann. Alex out here saying it's okay. Still big ups on you for actually doing it. It's the internet people will always hate, which is true. Who is this Kevin Bernstein person? I'm a little confused. I don't understand this. For somebody that's a fan of DarkSydePhil to not recognize another chatter in the chat who always, well, I don't know, maybe we're the dented ones. Ava Cowboy fan continues. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Also, for those who haven't read the description, I did help with the thumbnail. QQ gave me a shout out in the description. Alex retorts, no, I was acting like Kevin does before Phil's stream. It's a parody of what Kevin does. I was using it as a way to poke fun at Kevin and maybe get a laugh from anyone reading. See, here's the thing, Alex, unfortunately, subtlety is lost on a DarkSydePhil fan. So, yes, spelling it out for him did make sense. Alex, yes, says Eva Cowboy fan. I think that some people who view this would be a little dissatisfied with my lack of knowledge about the Phil sphere. LOL. But I think the interview went pretty well for the most part. There you go. Kevin B is definitely DSP. Well, the dude, I do think the same. I think the same. To be honest, says Alex, they probably will, but it should be expected. There's a lot of Phil fans that don't know about his past. They've also been told so many times by Phil that it's out of context and not true that they start to believe it. Yes, they take advantage of vulnerable people. Alex continues, they've also been told many times by Phil. Okay, yes. And then Eva says, I think it's fair to say that we should expect a decent amount of hate here. It's inevitable considering it's related to such a controversial figure, but I hope it'll do well regardless. Also, 13 waiting 30 minutes ahead of time. I think that could be a good sign, possibly. Alex goes, it's been said before, but my main advice is that you start taking a good look at how Phil treats people. You see, look at that. That is a fair but firm assessment of the situation. Not being a dick, not being like rude, you know, genuinely going out of their way to look out for Ava Cowboy fan, which is a lot more grace than I am willing to afford most people now for obvious reasons. So better you than me. So Alex continues, especially when he doesn't get enough money as he thinks as he should, because just because he streams doesn't automatically make him entitled to anyone's money. This is true. This is true. King Be Cruel over on Kick saying Pepper Ann, way too cool for 7th grade. That was after my time. That was after my time. I was not a Pepper Ann enjoyer, but we do love cats. I do love cats. And then AAA says the main thing to get out of this conversation is how bad at social cues he is, and his ton on this. He's not a bad guy, just a dent that's easily manipulated. True, very true, and very fair. Kevin B is a racist. Yeah, he's definitely DSP. I think so. So sound off in the chat. Do you think Kevin Bernstein is DSP? Let us know in the chat. Let's see here. Alex continues. He already gets paid by YouTube and Kick. Demanding and begging more money from people is just disgusting, in my opinion. Ava says, I may have not said this clearly in the interview, but him ignoring my tips was a good sign of him not being a really good person and streamer to look up to. I could say more, but no spoilers. Good man, good man. All good, says Alex. And like I said, big ups for actually doing the interviews. There's a lot of people that are unwilling to put themselves out there like that, and that is also something to be commended. Ava Cowboy fan is putting themselves in the line of fire, especially in front of the detractors, who happen to be like apparently with some of the most vile and disgusting people ever in the whole world. So there you go. Alex continues, and like I said, big ups for actually doing the interview. There's a lot of people, blah, blah, blah. Ava says, right, and I hope that this interview will come across good eyes too, not just bad ones. Also, to clarify, I'm not doing this strictly for attention like others claim. Yeah, some attention would be nice. Well, There you go. But I'm mostly wanting to voice myself out there, if that makes sense, because I feel like that a lot of people can be very confused with me, and I just feel a bit misunderstood. But yeah, I ultimately hope that this would come across good eyes too. Like you said, expect hate. And then Mappa out here, something, just stop giving money to that ungrateful pig, and it's all good. EvaCowboyFan retorts, it is the intent. It is the internet after all, and this interview pertains to a very controversial and hated figure on the internet. Alex says, I understand. Personally, you don't come off as the attention-seeking type. Those people are more bolsterous, like Jai Hayes. Remember him? 220, and anyone trying to own the trolls, etc. And then to finish off, EvaCowboyFan responds to Mappa. I have been more active in his chat and haven't tipped him for some time now, actually. Sizzy Mac, hello! And Rope is exactly right. Some detractors are just as dented as the dents, and that, like, nobody is immune. There's dents everywhere. We're surrounded by dents. Some of them hold the highest offices in the land.
That being said, I hope you guys enjoy this interview. I'm here with EvaCowboyFan.
Okay, so let's stop for a second. He didn't want to face docs, which is fine. I get that. But he put on the Mandalorian mask. So already, bro, I'm just sitting here going, why not just have a little PNG avatar or something like that? You could have taken this photograph of yourself. You could have screen capped it. You could have put it in ChatGPT. And you could have, I don't know, given yourself like a little Mandalorian thing like QQ here is. Mad pretty! Ava just seems like a weirdo. He needs some real friends. Hey, big ups.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Very strong opening. We didn't even get a second into this. Chorus EQ, welcome home.
Welcome.
Hold up.
Home.
Let's keep going.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Listen.
Hello. So I am EvaCowboyFan.
That's unfortunate.
I am a fan of DSP, a supposed fan. I don't know exactly what is considered a fan.
He's got a helmet. The helmet is dented. Oh my God. Look, I'm trying to be impartial here. I'm trying to be polite. But there's going to be some slip-ups. And you know what? Like, I'm not saying this from a place of aggro or a place of hate or spite or anything like that. Like, it's there, and I'm going to take it, all right? I'm going to take it if it's there.
I do watch Phil's streams, DarkSydePhil.
Uh-oh. Well, there you go.
My interests include watching
You mean
TV
Benoit?
shows, movies, animes, video games. I like to play video games such as Mafia, Marvel Spider-Man, Lego games.
The Girthquake! The helmet hides the dent.
And many more. So,
We are checking a lot of boxes right off the jump.
myself, but I guess that's kind of like the brief
He's a white boy.
of me right now. I am into video games, watching movies, shows, and anime.
And your name, EvaCowboyFan, because it was two things, right? Evangelion and Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yeah, partly.
What?
Evangelion for Ava, yes, and Cowboy because of when I discovered Phil. When I first discovered Phil as the Phil with the cowboy hat.
Oh my God! The silly hat, the symbol of success. So he's really out here naming himself after DSP. And one of the things that trips him up, I first saw him and he was wearing the hat. He was successful.
It's shocking for me the first time.
What was shocking about that?
Back then when I watched DSP, first exposure was from
Oh my God,
the
everything is like
2000
slowing to a
Spider-Man video
crawl
game
over here.
on
Let me see if I can fix this.
PlayStation 1 that he played.
Get rid of
Back in
this.
2013, I think he played it.
Heavy
but
Rain?
I think I watched it in 2014.
I'm so dented.
or
I thought he was a Dallas
2015.
Cowboys fan and liked Evangelion.
I
You know
thought
what?
I
You and I were not that different after all, because I also thought the same thing. I'm like, is there really sports fans that like are well, of course, like I just said, there's dents in every community, so.
Time without seeing his face, since he didn't use a face cam at the time, and only
You thought
judging
so
by his
too, Fear
voice,
Monarch?
that he was a lot younger than he really was. So I imagined him as like some kind of skateboarder YouTuber.
What?
Someone in his 20s, or, you know, very.
A skateboarder YouTuber. All I can say is that DSP has a type.
Youthful.
Mm-hmm.
But I was very shocked when I saw him in the
Catch
Cowboys.
fire with the what are the oranges for over on Kick. This is quite
As the
something.
king, and I was like, yeah, he definitely is older than I thought he was. Just reminiscent as like a cowboy because of that famous cowboy. That's partly why I go with the cowboy name.
What?
When you said you saw him in the Cowboy and he was doing at the Ask the King series, he was like known as the King of Hate at the time.
Sounding like a
come
blind
off
date
weird,
that
or
got
did you think it was
catfished.
just, like, a
Oh,
character type
bro,
thing
he
was
gets
playing?
into relationships, by the way.
I only saw snippets. I didn't watch the whole Ask the King.
He's a
episode,
Cowboy Bebop fan.
but I was
He likes
aware
Spike
of
Spiegel.
some of the hate that he was facing, and I thought that it was kind of interesting and funny at the same time.
Oh my god, these voices, bro! Why do they always have voices like this? Why? Why? What are we doing? His voice is crazy. I can't get over it. Maybe it's the helmet. I'm gonna say it's the helmet.
Necessarily think badly.
He's in the
of
purple-haired
per
waifu.
se. More like I was a bit.
No, King Be
I
Cruel.
couldn't
That's
really
why
voice
you are the exception to the rule. King Be Cruel's voice is like a deep, rich, robust, like there's something to it. Like if you heard King Be Cruel's voice, bro, I need a King Be Cruel voiceover where he says some wild shit like I don't know, just something crazy.
understand. I thought it was an interesting concept.
Is he from
that I didn't
Saskatchewan or
necessarily
Nova Scotia or
understand at
something?
the
No.
time.
No.
That helps answer your question.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you understand like why he kind of gets hate now though?
Yeah, I have a better idea. Yes.
Today I
don't-
saw you kind of like messaging.
I don't understand how now they're coming to this conclusion when literally 90% of Phil's content is him talking about his detractors or talking about how the things that he can't do because of the detractors. I'm not buying this for a fucking second. I don't understand it. Like, this is not the first time we've heard this from a DarkSydePhil fan. Like, were they really that deep? Were they really so far up Phil's ass that like they bought into the bullshit that he was spitting? Like, this motherfucker's spitting. This motherfucker spitting bars saying, oh, I didn't realize that he had so many people against him. When literally his content is like, well, I would like to do this, but my detractors. Or, hey, Asmongold fans, I have a group of people called the detractors. Like, thank you for the free advertising. Yes!
his chat, and then he kind of like snapped at you because he didn't know about the interview and stuff.
Triple
like
A
that.
says yes. He
I
sounds.
I haven't really told Phil
He's
about
so
these,
far
so
down the rabbit
he has,
hole,
like,
you
no
could
idea
say.
what
Oh
we're talking about. I don't know
no!
if you ever mentioned the interview.
Oh no!
Did it kind of like surprise you that he snapped at you?
It kind of did, yes. Honestly,
With this guy Cry, I showed him Black Lagoon, the Vampire Twins arc, perhaps. Oh my god!
I felt
Oh
like
my
he could
God.
have responded a lot better and would have at least said that during the first times that I sent him those tips instead of having me need to send him a tip through a super chat.
Oh my god, he even talks like Phil. This is why none of us are immune to propaganda, okay? And we all suffer from this, okay? Because in my conversations with all of you and all of your conversations with me, we are literally just regurgitating the things that we've heard in other places. We skinwalk as the casino, we skinwalk as Phil, and we have our own little idioms and isms that we've picked up along the way. Not an original thought goes through any one of our heads. You think that's air you're breathing? You know, the steak You know that it's not real, but it tastes so good, so juicy and moist and robust.
It was pretty confusing.
Now, guys,
Was
allow me to
ignoring
explain.
My tips, which I didn't know at the time if he was purposely ignoring them.
He
or
was.
just,
He was ignoring your tips. You should have learned. You should have learned. Here's another thing of it, too. It's not like he doesn't treat his other viewers like shit. And here's another thing of it. How... I'm going to be polite about this. What are there different levels to autism to where you don't pick up on the social cues that even when the person is on the stream and the content that you're watching is them lambasting other DarkSydePhil viewers in the chat? How many people have come and gone? 1 Minute Man. Like there's an entire roster of people that have like lined up with their Velcro wallets open only for Phil to turn around and say, this is not your stream, this is my stream. You give me the money and you shut the fuck up. You talk about what I'm playing or you talk about me. We don't talk about like anything else. Insane.
from his stream chat or anything like that.
Steel rim catchphrases. We're all
Yeah.
guilty.
Sometimes he says that 'cause there's a bug and stuff going
Now,
on.
what do I mean by
I
that?
guess he was just ignoring them this time.
He's ignoring
Some
them.
way off-stream drama, I guess. And I don't know if he was taking this as like a drama.
It is a spectrum
thing.
after all.
Hopefully it's not anything drama you feel, you know. I think these are harmless. I don't know if Phil feel the same way.
Yep,
The way
there
that
it
I
is.
took it is him saying, "Oh, I don't really care about your business."
He talks just like Phil. Oh, my detractors would sit there and say, oh, when I flex, I'm pulling my shirt down so it looks like I'm filling it in. No, we're not saying it because it's true. Marco! Welcome. This is a rough listen. I actually didn't finish it.
Whatever you do is your business, and I want no part of it. Just talk about me and my streams, and we are A-okay.
Are you starting
Don't
to put...
mention anything off subject or anything like that.
Are you starting to put it
because
together?
I don't want any involvement. That's
Yeah.
pretty much how I took his response.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
This is where the audio is missing. By the way, so out of all of the interviews so far, I think Lucifer Soul was like the hardest listen because he was just like, and then like, you know, dude, I was just like, dude, like, you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Damn! I had asked what he liked about DSP's content. Good question. EvaCowboyFan answered he originally saw This Is How You Don't Play videos and it made him want to see him live. Doesn't that sound familiar? It's almost as if, and stop me if you heard this before, when you have people actually covering your content, whether it's in a good light or a bad light, it's still the type of attention that you want.
Who cares? Who cares?
Because you just might get your next, like, legitimate fan coming over from detractor content. But, I mean, who am I?
What made you want to go watch him live rather than like the edited?
He was fucking annoying.
Yeah, I wanted to join his live streams because I wanted to be more involved
This
and
thing's pissing
see
me off.
how
Let me do
Phil
this.
would respond to my questions and the like. Because it was interesting to see how Phil was responding to his viewers. Commented on his streams, either live or after the live streams. So I was just kind of like wanting to give it like a test and see
He has bad internet.
how would Phil respond to me back when he was playing Paper Mario. Not the 1,000-Year Door, but the other one.
Oh, good thing we made that distinction.
He did respond to the Dark Side Child Returns, or the Dark Side Child comments, and
What?
some satisfaction listening to him responding to said tips.
Was it just you said like tips? Were you donating, or was it just like talking in the chat and then he was replying to that? Did he ever comment on the name that he liked it?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that was when he was streaming on Twitch, I think.
What?
Because like I couldn't go on
Streaming.
Twitch.
He's streaming on Twitch. Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
So my way of communication with Phil when he was streaming on Twitch was through streams. Was through like tipping through PayPal.
Okay.
Yeah,
PayPal.
instead of like entering the stream from Twitch.
How do you feel about his personality over the years? Has he changed much from you originally watched him?
Well, it's my take. This is my take. I think that Phil has, although he still retains a lot of his personality traits from back then. I can see that he's changing.
What? Yeah, he's dying in front of us.
Quite a bit.
He's literally wasting away.
Streaming back then. So yeah, I think I want to believe at least that he is trying to change for the better and is, trying to improve any way that he can from his viewer base. Yeah, I can see.
I see the bell is being rung.
How he is also similar to how he was back then, but to kind of give you some examples of how he's changed.
Oh, buddy.
He still swears, he still uses language, but not as much as he did before. And obviously he made, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the word, but more suggestive comments towards female characters.
He is melting. That is certainly a change. JT win!
Just like a couple examples.
The Dentalorian.
How I've seen him change.
I had a Dentalorian thumbnail lined up and ready to go, but I came up with something else.
On his end, but a lot of his fans feel, well, at least the first fan I've talked to said that he doesn't like that change because he liked Phil being more brass and out there.
I liked it when he talked about
compared to a more tame version.
We talked about these bitches.
I do think that chill is a good word to describe him now compared to how he was back then.
What?
Back then he was very colorful and very outgoing. Like you said, tame.
Yeah.
What?
Comparison.
Do you like current day DSP compared to, I guess, his old past self, or do you prefer the past self now?
I like it's maybe with the nostalgic glasses on.
Bro, I love QQ Cat. I love QQ Cat. It is the coolest thing ever. And then when I saw the Mandalorian switch up, I was like, yes. 10 out of 10.
Like
yes.
Back then more than now.
It's 8:20 p.m. It is still
just how he was.
It's still May 4th.
Person. So I found him more
Your chill crash outside.
than he is right now. Because right now, I'm not really interested in the games that he's playing right now. Back then, the games that he was playing were a bit more up my alley. And, well, nowadays, I mostly just join the chat to be social and try to engage with other members of chat.
Oh my god, he sounds like Phil, bro. This is a cult. This is a cult.
Also, kind of like seeing a little bit of how DSP is doing, I guess.
Oh
I'm mostly there in
no.
chat because I like to hang out with some of the people there and talk.
Like who?
And also
Lucifer
it's kinda
Soul?
like chat, so
Darish?
very active compared to other chats that I've been in other
This is oddly
streamers,
fitting,
where it
focusing
feels
on
like
odd.
it feels overwhelming, a lot more overwhelming by comparison.
Overwhelming.
So definitely more chill, I think, compared to back then. So it really depends. Back then, Phil was more entertaining and fun to watch.
No,
Nowadays,
Phil was never entertaining. That's the thing.
more like
That's
something
the
you want to do during your free time and just chill with chat per se.
I'm just want to have
If you're
fun.
watching for that.
I just
No,
want to
it's a
chill.
perfect answer.
Banjo friend, welcome.
Favorite chatters to talk with?
Again, I'm still fairly new at the DSP.
Look at this cat. I love this cat.
But I don't know anyone like personally or anything like that. We're mostly casual. To name
Casual.
a few off the top of my head, there is King Michael
Ah!
and
So you don't have any.
anyone else. My memory is not the best. It helps when I am actually in chat. you
He's
know?
forgetting.
Like I said, part of that is due to me not having like a personal relationship with these people. We're mostly just here to chill and chat, but very rarely do we like get to talk more personal than that.
Oh, I don't know because there was a lot of people having e-sex in Phil's
I
chat.
was just wondering.
Yeah, that's fine. As of recently, right now,
Yeah.
I see that there are so many members.
Very cozy.
So I don't know if you have any questions in relation to that. but so far some of the new people
He
in
said
there
to be
seem to
social, but
pretty
can
nice.
only name
Yeah,
one
I've
dent.
noticed his YouTube chat is pretty positive.
I've been watching for
Like I
years,
said,
but I'm
King
also
Michael's
still
always there.
new.
He's saying hi to everybody.
This is what kind of pisses me off. Like, I feel like they're trying to, like, put the best version of themselves out and not really show their power level. You know, like, I really do like chilling in the chat with all the other DSP style enjoyers, including, King Michael.
Jade's always friendly with everybody. You know, there's a lot of friendly people on the YouTube side of things. The Kick side is a little more relentless and
Shout out to Kick. Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah,
Big ups to everybody hanging out with us on Kick.
but I have been thinking of making a move there.
He's humble.
Worst case scenario, I'm not have a problem with me in the YouTube chat or anything like that, which I've noticed that the Furbs seems to not be so keen, and he considers me as a spam.
Sandy Gina, welcome.
That impression that the Furbs probably has some kind of problem with me, and I hope that it doesn't get
All his outfit is missing is a heavy chain and a toe hitch.
staying
I
on
see what you.
YouTube.
I see
yeah,
you.
YouTube's a safe bet to stay on.
Nope.
It
Nope.
might be, like you said, it's overwhelming in other chats because the chat could go fast, right? And the Kick chat goes pretty fast, so I think YouTube is a good option for you.
Getting that
if
big
you're
old
trying
X to
communicate
gout
with
on that
DSP.
one.
Or just like even hang out and chat, you know.
Yeah.
Look, this next question I want to ask: have you ever felt pressured to donate to DSP because you felt bad for him or you liked the game he was playing?
Good
Would you
question.
be comfortable saying how much you think you've donated over the years?
Well, first things first, I want to clarify that it's my money that I'm entitled to, and as long as I am not using it to hurt other people, I feel that it's fair game for me to use my money however I want.
Based, actually based. Based response, but allow me to retort. What is the over-under that EvaCowboyFan is a recipient of government assistance?
You're the best around.
I'm just saying, your tax dollars at work.
But I don't feel really pressured to donate to him every single time. I do see that he does ask a lot.
Yeah, he
Lack of
does.
better words, I can kind of see how some people might get the impression.
He
or
also
think
he has a
Phil
job.
Is
He
like,
has a
begging
job.
them to donate
Huh.
to him.
I'll give you 40-60 on
But
not
I
versus having
personally
it.
don't really get that impression.
100% he's a
I think that
recipient.
Phil,
I see.
over
I
what
see.
he's
He
said
seems pretty
before,
spurgy but
missing
cognitive.
chat and that chat
He probably
thing
does
said
like door greeting or something, or like cart wrangling at a grocery store, you
for
know.
him, that a lot of the time he misses my comments, and I try to not spam
I
in
think the
his
chances
chat.
are about as high
so
as him
I-
being a Sonic
try
fan.
to
Oh
just
no!
don't
Oh no!
ask him
Can we get some Sonic emotes over on Kick?
Like,
Can we get some
um,
Sonic emotes over on
chat,
Kick? We need
it's
to.
Mm-hmm.
We
Some
need to
people
celebrate
would
the
say
spectrum.
That in a way that is like
So he understands the
manipulative Phil
begging
to
is
do that,
legit there.
because
Ooh,
he can easily glance over to his YouTube chat. It doesn't go like too
like
fast. so he
Goodwill
can see
hires the
comments.
special needs. Yes.
But some people I've seen.
Yep,
say
there it
that
is.
he
The autism on
ignores
full
your
force.
not specifically you, but that he would ignore messages from people, and then once they super chat him a message.
Okay,
he'll
okay.
go,
I think
"Oh,
that's too
hey,"
much
you know,
autism.
like, then he'll
I think that's
answer
too
it.
much autism, guys.
So that's like what when people say like he manipulates doing that because he knows if he ignores you long enough, you might send money to him, right, to get his attention.
Well, in my opinion, I don't
Thank you, though. Thank you.
know that for sure. I cannot see that. But maybe with my mentality,
Look at my mentality. Look, guys, this is like a 7-year-old pre-built Walmart computer, bro. Okay, the newest thing that's inside of it is like 2 sticks of like 16 gig RAM. Okay, and even with all of that, it is hot in this room, and I got the windows open and I got the fan going.
autistic, so it's difficult to notice a lot of things social-wise.
Mhm.
So to kind of like answer more straightforwardly, I don't know if Phil is manipulating people or not. It's
What?
hard for me to tell, but I would hope that he's not manipulating. manipulating people.
I would hope so too. That'd be a mean thing to do. Yeah. But because of like past controversies that he's been in, like the WWE Champions thing, are you familiar
Just
with
like
that?
Phil, I will
A little
only
bit.
acknowledge.
A little
I will
bit.
only acknowledge
Well, I
chat when
understand,
it's attached to a
he
sweet,
was
juicy
using a lot of
tip.
Test
money on a
me,
mobile
bitch.
game,
Yikes.
which is WWE Championships. And with
Look,
hiding
it's
that for the
autism
longest
awareness, and y'all about to get real aware of this autism.
time. And I don't know when he like acknowledged or how that went out when he acknowledged that he was
Acknowledge me!
spending so much on a mobile game. But like I said,
Oh
we are entitled
no.
to use our money as long as we are
There we go. Rope with the skull emoji. 50 kicks.
hurting other people.
Hell yeah!
Activity.
Hell yeah!
Also kind of see that if Phil was like using the money, like lying, saying that he's using this money for like
Whoa, the momentum is building! Triple A with the gifted sub over on Kick. Thank you so much, Alex Alexander, and congratulations. I'm not saying that full name. Beef, thank you. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Let's do it right. You are noticed. You are noticed. I am noticing.
Trip_AAA just gifted 1 subs.
Let's effing go. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm pressing the applause button and it's lagging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This stream is too hot. Okay, I gotta turn this shit off. Hold on. Hold on. You guys are killing me. Hold on. Let me at least add the math up here.
I don't have.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. You can keep going.
Okay, so what I was trying to say is
Look at that. The
don't know.
green room goal. We're edging.
of the mobile WWE game.
Be sure to
I
thank
mean, like I don't even honestly
Triple A,
know why he would be
Beef.
interested in a game like that, to be
the
honest.
emotes are taking. Oh,
Me too.
it's still up there. What?
But
Maybe that's
well,
why. I have
I
like 3
see.
of them going at the same time.
It almost seemed like for lack of better words, he was trying to hide an addiction of his
Whoa.
that was personal and was irrelevant to streams.
Yeah.
A lot of thought though, but like I said, I don't know the full context.
Ha!
And I guess that can lead
Context,
to
guys.
a bigger discussion, which I don't know if you have the time for, but it does beg the question of how much Phil is hiding in general.
Oh!
But
Yeah.
He's
like I
hiding!
said, I want to give him the benefit of a doubt
Don't.
that he is not doing like insane, crazy stuff behind the scene and like little.
Oh my God, he sounds just like Phil. Behind the scenes, context. Oh my God, this is the computer is melting down over here. This the room is hot.
I
The room is
can
hot.
see him.
This computer is
Something
whirling.
too serious was going on, he'd probably bring it up in stream. That's what I would think.
Yeah, that's a good way
Not
to put
wrong.
it. Well, I'll give you some context from the trolls side of things.
Dark Side Ranter over on YouTube. I will not acknowledge Phil, but I will acknowledge both you and King Be Cruel. Lore bows his head and points to the sky. Let's go. Thank you, Dark Side Ranter.
Here, Phil asks.
Yes, rest in
you know,
peace,
every day for
PC.
support, money, and when he was going through his bankruptcy and he was possibly going to lose his house, a lot of people rallied.
Hashtag
behind
save
him
the
and were
house.
like, let's give like Phil a lot of money. You know, one guy, Emerald7 on Twitch, gave him like $25,000 in
Holy.
like 1,000 of the tier 25 subs. So a lot of money was going to Phil. And a lot of people were coming out and
Let
supporting.
me see if it's the
But it seemed like no matter how much people were like actually supporting, like something new would come up. Something new would come up. And people were like, where's this money going? You know? And it's because, like you said, he was trying to hide this addiction. He was addicted to the mobile game. People were like wanting to help because, you know, they're like, this guy's going to lose his house. That's not good. Like, and he's our streamer, you know, let's like support him. But when he was crying that he was going to lose his house, here he is getting a lot of money and a lot of
My
support,
Walmart
and then
computer
a lot of it
keeps
was
me
going
nice
to this
and
mobile
toasty
game.
too.
rather than
Hey yo, a fellow Walmart
He was
pre-mart
like, I don't even have money
pre-made
to take
enjoyer.
my wife out on her day off.
All that
stuff
money and
like
somehow
that.
it didn't
And
pay
it's
his
like, oh,
taxes.
that's
Well,
crazy, you know?
DSP
That's
doesn't
such
have a
sad
money
thing to
making
say.
problem,
And
he has a
then
money
what would
spending
happen was
problem.
like he's poor the next week after somebody would give him like $400 or something, you know, example. And because all this money kept going to the mobile game, even when he's going through a bankruptcy and everything, it was going to the mobile game, and he just like never really changed his ways until he got exposed later on. They found the account on the WWE Champions called They Call Me DSP, which is
He
his
was
Twitch
exposed.
account name. Or not his Twitch, his Twitter handle. And so, yeah, he wasn't very secretive there. And then, you know, when people were like, dude, you're on this mobile game, he's like, that's not me. That's not me. And eventually, you know, took 4+ years for him to finally admit, like, yes, that was me, but it's not me. So that's why how you said, like, you know, he lies about, you said, like, you don't know if how much he's like hiding. That's why the trolls have fun pointing out how much is Phil hiding.
Trip_AAA just gifted 5 subs.
Triple A with a huge member bomb! Thank you! Thank you for the huge member bomb over on Kick, and congratulations, DSSXX Cartel World. It's Queso, Damn IV Zombie, and 74 Bastion. Holy! I ain't trying to scare nobody. I ain't trying to I'm not trying to like get anybody upset or anything like that. But I just want to let everybody know that because of the kindness and the generosity of this community, we just hit the goal! Where's my falling point? Hold on. There they are. There they are! What about his gaming soulmate? What about him? All I know is that we are hitting some goals, baby. Big goals, big support. Thank you so much, you guys. It's about that time. Be sure to thank Alex Alexander for his kindness and his generosity. Oh my God. Just double check to make sure I got everything situated here. For those of you who are not familiar, every time we hit $25 of support for the late night chill stream, everything stops and we take it on over to the green room so we can suffer from some success. So, I'll see you all on the other side of this. Hello? Hello? Okay, so the camera's not working. I see you, camera. I can fix this. I can fix this. The camera hasn't been on the whole time. Hey,
Shut the fuck up.
I learned a very valuable lesson the other day. There it is. Hey. Johnny! What up, pimp? We fixed it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the green room. So, How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? So, because of the kindness and generosity of Alex, let me ask you. We have 3 choices. The old standby jet fuel, strawberry passion punch, and Mr. Teeny crossed with peanut butter pie. You get to pick the poison. I got my heat knife ready to go. And I'm ready to take a big old scoop and throw it in this here Puffco Proxy. Mr. Teeny, I'm glad that you said that one because this is the new one. There it is. Got it at the drive-through dispensary, which was awesome. And it was on sale. Just took a fat scoop out right here. Heat that up. Drop it in. And by the way, this is actually my second heat knife. My first heat knife, I literally broke it the first time I used it. Because my dumbass dropped this shit, and this white part at the end broke off. So I wasn't even able to use it. I had like one good scoop out of it, and then I was like, busted. So then I had to go get another one. But it was worth it, though. It was worth it. Oh, and by the way, let me just let everybody know, as I'm waiting for this to turn on, the weighted ankle bracelets for the DDR streams, I have a new pair coming, and they are 8 pounds. 4 pounds per leg. The last ones that we had were only 3 pounds. I decided, fuck it, we balled. And they're hot pink. They're hot pink. So we may have to adjust some numbers. We may have to set more new goals, but that's why I wanted to kind of chop up with you guys about what you think would be a fair way of going about doing it. So cheers. So if you're able to safely and legally, I invite you to join me as we suffer from the success of another incredible stream. AAA says wore ankle weights for over a year every day. God damn, had a bet with a buddy on who would give up first. We got to like 12 pounds before we agreed no one would win. There we go. There we go. King be cruel. Yes, sir. It is green room time. We are high. We're up. Misatsu, welcome. Welcome home. Welcome. We are suffering from the success of another incredible stream. I hope you and yours are happy, healthy, and most importantly, hydrated. So they should be here on Wednesday. I was going to get the overnight delivery. You can get like a delivery if you spend more than like $25 or whatever. And I was like, nah. So it will be here on Wednesday or Thursday. So we have another 2 or 3 streams to figure out what we're going to do. Before it was a weighted ankle bracelet for Milestone. And then I wore them so frequently that my constant DDRing was ripping the Velcro, which was kind of flimsy. So I had to get rid of it, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna just substitute the weighted vest, 30 pounds for $30, and it seems like we are building a little vest streak. We got a vest streak going on because of the kindness and generosity of AAA and of Mr. Lolcow and of everybody, King Be Cruel, Rope, all of you guys, even your company, even you guys spamming the emotes over in chat, over on Kick, it helps the channel. It helps the channel. I'm telling you guys right now, like, I had a lot of people reach out to me behind the scenes as to making sure that I have all of my YouTube stuff backed up, and I'm in the process of getting it all done right now. It is going to be an arduous task because I have 20 years and 2,000 videos worth of stuff that I need to back up and put onto another platform. So Odyssey so far right now is in the process of moving everything along. They have about 16 of my videos up so far, and it is growing by the moment. So once everything is said and done over on the Odyssey, I'm going to share that with you guys. If you have an Odyssey, consider giving me a follow over there. It should be... I like what they got going on over there. It's a decentralized network, so like nobody really owns it. So like if somebody was like to get like get their panties in a bunch and then decide on doing some shit, well, it's Odyssey, so I don't think we'll have the same problem that we've been experiencing over on YouTube. So with all that being said, holy shit, guys, so insane how kind you've been to this channel. Even your company. Like, it means the world. I was doing this, like I said, I've had a YouTube channel for 20 years, and I spent the majority of that time live streaming in front of nobody. Like, literally nobody. Just me, myself, and I. And it still blows me away to be able to hang out with all of you guys. And I do know that I hang out with a lot of you guys sometimes on a daily basis when we do this Step Mania shit every Monday through Friday. So I'm just real glad that we're able to be when did you start? I'm gonna say like I didn't really take it seriously. I didn't take it seriously until maybe 2023. And that's when I got like the mini PC. Like this is when I was like really good and I had a nice little like safety net underneath me, and I was like, I'm going to really make a play to do Step Mania, but do it really, really big. So I had the time, I had the resources, and essentially I was like, all right, in the year 2023, I'm going to do Step Mania every morning, every weekday morning, and I'm going to make a whole thing to do of it. And I will incrementally get better as the years go on. And then there was a stint where I was scouted by my former place of employment, and then I had to kind of leave that alone for a while and then come back. I would say starting 2023, that's when people started consistently coming to the streams, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I was consistently streaming. I like the routine of it. The Virgo in me doesn't. I don't believe in astrology, but the Virgo in me likes routine. Maybe that's the autism. But I come to look forward to doing this every day, because when I did go back to work and I couldn't do the morning Step Mania streams, I had a group
that makes sense.
That, you know, made appointment television to hang out with us on the stream. So being able to get back to doing that, and I feel like eclipsing all of this shit that we've done before. You got to pay your dues. You got to get down in the trenches. Nobody is a guaranteed success overnight, and I will continue.
It's obvious.
I will continue.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I will continue to put my shit out there and continue to evolve what I do on the channel. Like there's been a bunch of different eras. There's been a bunch of different like experiments. There've been a bunch of different ways I've been trying to go about doing this. I feel like I've fallen into a nice little niche, a nice little routine. And I'm glad that you guys find it interestingly enough to hang out.
You're broken in the fucking head.
I appreciate that. Every day on my break, I get to jam and talk with the bros. See, there you go. There you go. But yeah, I do appreciate that. Yeah, I got the mini PC, and I got the the expensive DDR L-Tech pad, and then I invested a little bit more and I got the arcade replica. I have 2 cameras now that automatically switch. I have an automatic scene switcher. I have the request situation figured out. I have it so that you can do it across all of the different platforms. I'm starting to get the routine of how to do live streams on X now. And apparently you can also live stream on Odyssey, so that may be an option as well. So, all right. It's been holding me accountable with my treadmill sessions. See, that's what I like. That's what I like talking about. A rising tide. I'll leave you with this. We'll get back to the interview. And I'm sorry if I was rambling, but I was kind of S-ing everybody's D for a second. I was glazing. I forgot what I was talking about. Can somebody remind me? The grind is real. Shit, no. You see, here's the thing of it, though. DashFire out here doing the most and doing the best. This corner of the internet was founded on me watching DashFire's videos. I remember, like, making a point to always catch up on DSP through DashFire's videos. And now I'm actually doing shows with DashFire, which doesn't even feel like work because I just show up. Dash has everything ready to go. God damn, I wish I could have Dash on my side when we doing these like events, bro, because he's got everything locked down. All I have to do is show up and talk. That's awesome to hear, and I would highly recommend it. If you have the patience and the money for it, it's the best investment I've ever made. I use it for a tax write-off because I do make my living doing that. And so it took like 3 months for it to get delivered, and it cost like $1,600. This was before the tariffs. Like, the main thing that made me pull the trigger was that I didn't know if I was going to be able to import things from China at the same rate. So I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it now. Possibility in the future for React events. See, here we go. King be cruel with the weather the orange is for. He's in love with DashFire. He's gay.
Hold up.
I just real recognize China. All right, enough of that. I'm sure you guys are sick of my ass yapping on about how much I love y'all. Let's take it back. Look, I'm going to just S my own D for a second. Ain't nobody got bumps like this corner of the internet. This is broadcast standard. The production values of it all. Thank you guys so much for allowing me the honor and the privilege of hanging out with you all in the green room. Let's get back to EvaCowboyFan and QQ.
Like, you know, they like poking at him and saying,
Rope with the skull emoji, thank you!
Obama. Like
let's add that to the running total.
Being in denim, like just small things like that. There's like so many lies to fill.
That adds up.
Detractors like have created websites that track everything he says, and it's an insane amount of stuff on there.
Thank you so much, Rope. I do appreciate you.
That's why I did ask.
I don't know if this is a good example. Continue, please.
That's why I did ask, like, have you ever felt pressured to donate because you felt bad for him, or you like the video game playthrough he was going through?
I'm telling you,
feeling bad
the
for
moment
him,
the moment I discovered marijuana,
house, he can't take his wife
and the
out,
moment
that's why, you know, so far,
the moment I started watching Adult Swim, that was the golden age of my life.
That he has felt bad for Phil, and that's why.
So I hope that sometimes people come across this channel and they watch it and they get the same like resonance that I had when I first started watching Adult Swim.
They're not being manipulated
in the early 2000s.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm being manipulated in that sense.
Yeah.
See
because
how
you're
it
in a
would be
cult.
possible that other people might be manipulated, because there are other people who are more weak-minded than I am.
We're not grading on a scale here. Once you clear the event horizon of Dentitude, there's no going back.
Not to say that's no offense to them, but like, yeah, people can definitely
Yeah, like
taken
King
advantage
Michael,
of
that
more than
fucking
others.
dumbass.
Yeah.
He's
My next
vulnerable.
question would be, do you think he begs too much on stream or asks for
only-
support?
There's only one answer for
It
this.
really depends on who you ask, but
But yeah, because we're asking you! We're asking you! I hate with the disclaimers, okay? Like, for people that know, when they come around often, I do appreciate it when people try to, like, front load a statement or, like, a question, like, hey, not trying to get you mad, or hey, this might be a touchy subject, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Like, I get the function of a disclaimer before you have a conversation with somebody, like the rules of engagement, I guess. But this right here, like this right here. Oh, so Triple H, check it out. I can't smoke, I keep trying, but it fucks me up too much. Even as a kid, 9 times out of 10, it just couches me. Ah, well, you haven't found the right strain.
I suppose in Phil's mind, he's not begging. He's not begging. He's
Gives me the
just
same
like,
feeling as being super drunk.
you know,
the world
just
just spins and I
asking
want it to
and
stop. Oh my
reminding
god.
his
So
viewers.
there was a spell. I had an arc where I was smoking Franken blunts, which is essentially you take the roaches from all of the blunts that you smoked, you save them, you put them in like a jar or something like that, and then you crack them open. You take out all of the rest of like the flour that's there, and it's caked with this resin because of the burning from the tobacco and from the flour. You put all of them in its own blunt, okay, the Franken blunt. So you essentially have mixes and matches of all of these different strains that you've had and all of these different wraps that you've used. And there was a time where we were just smoking those blunts, and like in the morning I remember doing night shift, and so I would get off of work and come hang out and then have these Franken blunts, and those were the ones that made the world spin, and those were the ones that got me praying to the porcelain gods.
And I can kind of get that. You've probably seen me like quote unquote spam in Phil's chat, because
He's
like,
really on about this.
probably missed the question or message of mine in the chat. So I guess in a lot of people's eyes, like I am seen as spamming. Phil would be seen as like begging. But to give you my perspective on answering your question on that, yes, I think compared to a lot of other streamers.
Oh yeah, by the way, he didn't answer the question yet. He was just like putting a disclaimer out there, which is what I was getting to.
It does bring up tips and support donations, etc., a lot more frequently. And I can see how that may give off a negative impression compared to other streamers who are not really bringing it up as much as he is. But yeah, to kind of give you an example, people are different from what I've seen. Everyone is different in their own ways.
Uh-huh.
I used to initiate a hangout with someone before they initiate a hangout with me, for instance. So let's say for like work, I'm not the one that is being talked to at work. So in order for me to hold a conversation,
oh, he does have a
I'm the
job.
one that has to start the conversation, because from my experience, no one will approach me and start a conversation with me themselves. So I'm going to have to do it myself with said people. And I think it's kind of like a similar mentality of that for Phil. Like, he thinks that he has to start the initiative in order to get what he is looking
This shit reminds me of when people are showing incels and the incels are wearing
for.
masks. Oh.
If that makes sense. But
Some
yeah,
drinks
by
from time to
normal
time, but I smoke
means,
cigarettes
I
to each
can
their own.
definitely
McBrew,
see
you
how
could
he
do
is
better.
considered begging.
You can do better. If you're on that treadmill and you're smoking with cigarettes, bro.
I have doubts that with his mentality, he would improvise or work a different
Brother,
way
this is
of,
why I don't smoke
quote, unquote,
blunts
asking for
often much
support.
anymore. There you go. At least vape, bro.
Okay.
I never smoked with cigarettes, but I got addicted to vaping. I had a nice box, bro, and I had my preferred brands and flavors. Don't tell anybody.
Kind of drives me
I
crazy.
stopped it,
Yeah.
just
Like, I
cold
don't think
turkey,
him
because
asking
I was
for
like,
support
I
is
just
necessarily bad.
no, I just can't
like you
keep
said,
doing
you know,
this.
You ask and initiate it, But the one thing that drives me crazy is he'll be like, guys, it's been 45
Shall see me coming.
for a sub or a membership.
Welcome home.
Timing it. I'm like, whoa, calm down. Because when I stream, like if somebody drops me like a penny, even I'm just like, well, thank you for the penny. You didn't have to do that. But really, it's not my livelihood because it is a full-time job for Phil. So there's a difference there.
Job.
But
That's why the Kino Casino can take
even
breaks
you
for
said
weeks
it's
on end
excessive.
because they do
Why?
so well.
are you okay with him expecting games to be funded every stream?
Rope with the single kick. Let's go. Hell yeah.
I honestly don't know. Like, I've been asking him to play Digimon Time Stranger for the longest time. So I would think that it's with Phil's mentality, he's the king.
Big
So
momentum.
it's probably going to be
Add that
like
to the
something
running
he
total.
and his fans are really recommending a lot.
One kick
unless,
closer
like,
to
I don't
hitting that
think he
green
would
room
really
goal again.
stream from like someone that he doesn't trust, if you ask me. Especially if
We are
he's
asking
not
you.
really interested in.
Who's this Mega Dent? This is EvaCowboyFan. They're wearing a Mandalorian mask, and from the looks of it, they're a white boy.
He would probably say, "Oh yeah, thank you for the donation," or his own way, and kind of like disregarding,
Censored,
and,
showing
like,
DMs.
saying, "Hey, I don't want to play that game." That's
Yeah.
how I
So
would.
big ups to QQ for doing that. I am a advocate on not screen capping and putting out on the internet the DMs. But on that same note, guys, you should always send DMs with the idea in mind that this might get screen capped.
I'm probably doing a poor job explaining.
So
But,
this is
yeah.
why also I don't want to have conversations with like people like this person on DMs, because then it's like, oh, well, here's a conversation. This is something that I could show to everybody that has currency and attention for some reason. Like I don't know. Like I don't do that.
I don't.
I'll talk to
think
Grok like a
it's
motherfucker
for
about
me
the
to
situation, but I'm not
fund
showing
Digimon
DMs.
Story Time Stranger
And I'm not
as a
expecting
stream.
anybody else to like, oh, you're
I
so
work
pious.
for,
Fuck that. I'm just
$50
stating
or more, just
my
Digimon.
little
I
like
think he would-
perspective on it.
Even though he expressed interest in playing it in the future, I don't think he would like fund that donation for the game, and like say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play the game since this person gave me this money. I'm gonna play the game right.
How about you play the game?
don't think
How about
so.
you watch anybody else play this
Down to
game?
watch him play Digimon Time Stranger, so I'll help you mention it. I'll mention it to him every now and then if I'm
Oh
in the
yeah,
chat.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. It's a great game.
Yep, it's a lot of fun when I played. You find it stressful to be a Phil fan with the amount of hate he and his audience get.
Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna literally search this shit up right now. I have my phone out. What is this game called? Digimon Time Stranger. I'm literally looking at 1, 2 sexual themes. Hey, yo, what the fuck? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10 people playing this damn Digimon game right now. Let's look at one of these. Okay, sounds pretty cool. Yeah, why is it got to be Phil doing this? Why is it got to be Phil doing this? Huh.
I do find it a bit stressful, but I mean,
Eva
like,
was
with a
fine
lot
with
of
me sharing our
things,
convo. I told him I wasn't trying to use
find
this
a
to make
lot of
fun of
things
him.
stressful.
Hey, well, see,
including
there you go.
watching
Consent is
streams.
king.
I
We
have
always
to
talking
keep
about
in
consent
mind
is
that
king
this
over here.
is Social media.
It's not a joke. We
and
mean it.
social media is its own sort of environment.
Basically 100%
And
of it.
I'm
What?
here as long as I
What?
have intentions and I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything like that, I
But-
should be fine. And that's what helps me the most with managing that stress in Phil's streams. Jerk in a lot of ways.
Why would you go to a stream that stresses you out? Why would you even like involve yourself in that type of shit? I think it's just I don't know. There's something else about it. Like he could literally go on anyone else's stream. He can go to a big tittied VTuber who's really a guy and then just be like, my people. I also like to wear masks.
I think I've been more positive than Phil would probably expect me to be, I would think. Which
That's your problem. You're like expecting him to think a certain way.
Yet. And that's worst case scenario. I hope he never does that.
Oh.
You hope he doesn't ban you?
Yeah, I lay on the YouTube side of things for a while. I'm not sure if I answered your question though, but
I'll ask, like, you're kind of worried that you said you don't want to get
Okay,
banned
yeah,
on
that's
YouTube,
fine.
right? He could. What would happen if he
yeah,
banned
right.
you?
Well, if he bans me, well, I'm just gonna have to accept let bygones be bygones. I'm a new streamer, I guess. I mean, I found this.
Yeah, you gotta get like some
who I just
thick-thigh
discovered,
tomboy style
and
VTuber
they
with
just
some
recently
huge
got into
knockers
Persona, and said that they will be streaming a
to
lot.
play Digimon.
like the start of
Strangle
May.
Stranger or whatever
So,
it's called.
in that sense, I'll just try to focus more on the other people that I am involved with.
How about you focus on yourself? I see a pattern with all of these DSP style individuals, and it's unfortunate because, you know, all of us can fall into this trap. It's not a unique situation for these people, all right? Like, you just don't know any better, and the only way that you figure it out is to fail and is to suffer. So him trying to find some sort of validation from other people on the internet like this in a DarkSydePhil chat room, what if he finally does get the admiration and commands the respect of these other people in this chat? Will that get him a cheeseburger if he goes to McDonald's? Oh man. Work on
I'm not gonna
yourself.
become like someone who's gonna stop.
Be the change you want to see in the world. You attract what you exude, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, if you put it out there that, like, I'm going to get mine and shit's going to be sweet, and I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to make it easier the next time I have to take on this situation. It's supposed to be difficult. And I think just him being okay with just being a keyboard warrior inside of a DSP chat is selling himself short.
And like tried to hurt him just because he banned me. I think that would be pretty immature of me. But I still
What's
might
immature
join
is
the
thinking
Wallfield
what
chat.
other people care about you. Like, other people don't care about you. Like, and it's an unfortunate, sad but true thing. Nobody cares about anybody else but themselves, bro. You have to take care of yourself. You can't fill up somebody else's cup with an empty cup. And by the way, I need everybody to drink some water right now. I think we all deserve a little bit of hydration after this. But just all of this goes to, like, trying to find validation from other people. It just seems like odd. It just seems like odd behavior. But I understand it. Like, I understand it. He's trying. He's not saying that he's trying to get attention. But, like, obviously, if you were really unbothered about getting attention, you wouldn't have done this to begin with. I think that there's a part of EvaCowboyFan that relishes this idea that somebody has to listen what he has to say, that we all have comments and thinking about the conversation that he's having. This is, by all, you know, measures of the description, attention-seeking behavior. All right.
If he plays like Digimon or a game that would be interesting and try to be part of that.
Does he play
in some
Genshin?
sense.
Oh.
But I don't intend on like doing anything worse.
So you've hung out in Raw Phil's chat before?
Yes, I acknowledge that.
Do you like Raw Phil's chat? Are they pretty friendly
yes.
to you?
I can't name certain. I think there's one with a Z. But
Yeah, that really fucking narrows it down. I don't know. Maybe everybody with a Z in their name are like, oh, is he talking about me?
I don't know everyone from Wallfield chat, but the little people that I've interacted with, it does seem like some people have some respect for me and understand a little bit of where I'm coming from. Of course, there's a lot of other people that seem to be very annoyed and irritated with me. I try to I try to be more positive with the people that are, treating me the way that I would treat them per se.
Yeah, it's not gonna work like that. But here's the thing of it, though. Like, if I can give you any advice when it comes to this type of stuff, I could put it in a lens of a pro wrestler in pro wrestling. When somebody throws a punch at you, and you no sell it, who looks bad? The person that threw the punch or the person that takes the punch? I'm gonna say the person that throws the punch, because it shows that your punches are weak and it doesn't cause any, doesn't hurt you. So when you're in Raw Phil chat, by the way, if you're not expecting to get a couple of rocks thrown at you in the Raw Phil chat, then like you really do not have the social cues needed in order to navigate these choppy waters. But from where I'm coming from, and this is why I always have such a respect for King Be Cruel, for an example, who did come from that side, alongside Tevin. There are very few and far between people that have actually broke pignosis and have, all the while been just, not too familiar with all of the other intricacies of what was going on in the Snortex. So if he's thinking that he's going to now have this interview with somebody who's been getting interviews with all of the other DSP style individuals and then dropping into the... I am now convinced that this is all more attention seeking behavior. In a way, I don't know if like he's like he likes the attention that he's getting, because a lot of, from what I hear and what I'm hearing, is that he doesn't really have a lot of social interactions with people because of maybe his awkwardness or the like. So it's like, and okay, so let me kind of co-sign on Shao Shimigami over here. My grace for these individuals, like, bless Alex Alexander's heart. AAA is being really sweet on this Eva Cowboy fan. And I remember I used to also have that same grace. But I've come to realize that eventually what will happen is this shit will get thrown back in your face. And it has been. So I will like to keep a more measured arm's length distance away from all of that. And I do like covering it. But, just talking about it seems to be enough for me, So when I go out here and I'm like trying to come at this video, I'm trying to do it to the idea of, hey, this guy needs to figure out that like the world that DSP and all of the other people inhabit can be very brutal, as is the rest of the world. Truth be told, says King Be Cruel, I still get flack now and then. I still get called a dent and a cuck and all of that. But you got to roll with the punches. Not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. That's some real shit. That's some real shit. And that's why King Be Cruel is one of the real ones. It's because I know King Be Cruel beyond the DSP stuff, all right? I know him through all of the classic DDR stuff, bro, and Captain Jack, and City Pop, and fucking 80s anime, bro. So we have a lot more common ground that we can walk on other than the DSP shit. And that's why I love being able to talk with you guys all across these different platforms. That's why I'm trying to figure out how to make this shit work better for all of us. And when I say, when this channel blows up, I'm taking everybody with me, I'm looking at each and every one of you guys that have been here at the ground level, setting the foundation. All of you guys, Shao, AAA, King Be Cruel, Darkside Bird Reel. I'm going to just scroll up the thing. McBrew, you son of a bitch. Don't think you're getting out of here without a recognition. Rope, I see you, of course. And everybody hanging out with us across YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X right now, bro.
With you just because you've been a Phil supporter.
I'm trying to be optimistically positive about this, but I am staying a distance away, and I'm looking from afar.
And gave him money. There's like that faction of trolls that will absolutely hate you for that. There's nothing you can really change on that front. But my next question would be, what's the nicest thing Phil has ever done for you?
This ought to be a short answer.
Top of my head, I can think of a few examples. Like,
No, you can't, because you're saying all of this. Like, he blows hot air just like Phil. He blows hot air just like Phil. And I know sometimes I go on soliloquies and sometimes I get derailed. I'd like to think that when I listen back to myself talking, I'll go, I kind of bloviated a little bit. I don't even know what bloviated means, but I think that was the right word. when I should have just gotten to the point. All of this preamble before he answers the question, it just makes me think that he can't think of anything nice that Phil has done for him. So instead, he was going to run out the clock and just like Phil, hopefully just talk enough to where he could just go in a circle and then tire you out, and then you both forget what was being talking about. Mad Pretty over on the YouTube platform says, I think this is non-narcissistic attention-seeking behavior. He said he has to start social interactions at work because no one will start one with him. Mad Pretty, here's the thing. I'm going to be a little vulnerable for a second. Like, I love all of you guys. I love talking with you guys. I wouldn't change it for the world. But I am done with the public at large, okay? I've worked retail. I've worked out in the field. I've been in many people's houses installing their internet and television. I'm done with the public. I don't like going out. I don't like talking to people. I don't like having to interact with people. I am so okay with just being holed up at the house, taking care of business around the homestead, and coming here and hanging out with you guys. I've had my fill of the public. You know what I mean? AAA says, I've just personally interacted with tens of thousands of people with my old job. From my view, with people, he doesn't seem like the attention-seeking type, though yes, this could be the start of the behavior. I could see that. Oh my, I could see that. I think, yes, and let's just also be fair. He could be starved for the attention, and I get that, okay? I get that. I understand that. So I'm not offering any grace, but let me just say that I can see where AAA is coming from. You know what I mean? And like King Be Cruel, I'll tell you this too. I feel like the most free version of myself in my own mind was when I realized that I can't please everybody all the time. And even if you're like a saint, even if you're perfect, and it took me a long time to figure this out, and I hope that it is shorter. It takes a less amount of time with you guys if this is the way that you wanted to move forward. But like, once you realize that you can't please everybody all the time, and I can't believe it, this is a fucking thing Phil said, but you can't please everybody all the time. And even if you are a saint, people are going to be out there just hating on you for the sake of hating on you. So I'm okay with that. Now I am.
He reacted to the Raido Kusunoa trailer on stream and also the Zero Escape trailers. And also when he accepted Digimon Story Time Stranger demo as a game to add to the list of demos for him to try in his marathon.
So he's taking your feedback before.
It's like a stream of consciousness.
You appreciate that, of course.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a dude with probably no friends, and DSP in his dented ass chat is the most interactive social experience he's getting, which is
You're talking to Phil in private.
Imagine that being the narrative, and like it's true.
I have messaged him on the
saying that out loud.
Interview.
This is probably why he jumped at the idea of talking to QQ. You know, look at this white boy. Look at this white boy, bro, with the big ham hands right there.
I didn't really talk to him much more.
Like a job interview?
No, like an interview so that...
A job interview?
The interviews that he had with, like, Craig and Kino Casino, I think they were.
Okay.
You think they were? How come you know these things so vividly?
When he was, like, looking for interviews.
He's white!
Are you comfortable saying
he has no rhythm?
You talked about?
I'm not going to say the name just for the other person's respect. Just respecting the other person. But there was this one YouTuber who was facing a lot of hate and bullying, much like Phil. And I thought that Phil would give him some good advice and counsel with what he's dealing with in like a interview podcast. So I've been talking to Phil a little bit about this person, and we also got involved a little bit, but it ultimately ended with the other person saying, oh, I don't want to deal with the hate or anything like that. I don't want to be involved with Phil's hate. So he decided to not go with it in the end. But he was a little interested at first, though.
Okay.
Have you gotten any hints yet that like people that kind of interact with the human Pikachu medallion DSP ends up always getting burned at the end? Like this is a constant that DSP will constantly beg, and that everything around DSP withers and dies, including himself.
So you've talked to Phil in private. He's always been like nice to you. He's never been like mean or anything.
The few times that I've talked to him on X DMs was mostly about the interview when he was able to respond.
What?
But Other than that, when I tried sharing some video clips and the like to him, he mostly responded on stream instead of DMs. So I had to like ask him on stream.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not good at responding to DMs. Okay, like my social battery. So like when I'm not streaming, I am working. I am not fucking off and doing other things. Like I really kind of like sit at the desk, or I'm like in the yard, or whatever needs to be done. It's getting taken care of, so I can get all of my obligations out the way before I do this, the late night chill stuff. And what was I talking about? What the fuck? Maybe this will refresh my memory.
And he said, "Oh yeah, I saw those."
Oh yes, I'm really bad with responding to DMs. But also, to be fair, a lot of the requests go into this separate tab over on X. They like have unread. They have like requests and stuff like that. It's mostly bots. It's mostly like these, I think we've seen each other before. But sometimes I'll come across a DM from somebody who hasn't followed me, and then we'll like be like, oh hey, I saw that you were experiencing this issue and I wanted to help you out with it, and it's been weeks, and I'm like, oh my god, this person's gonna think I'm an asshole. And so all I'm saying is that, like, why I think the simple answer is this: Phil's not going to give a shit about anything you say or do unless there's a tip attached to it.
DMs, etc.
Did he ever say you
So
watched the videos?
maybe he
you
forgets
sent?
to respond on DMs or something. Yeah, he didn't really respond back to those that I
He
shared
was
with
talking
him.
to himself.
He just
Try
said
to
like
keep
he
things
saw.
as neutral as possible.
Okay. Well, he just said like he saw the DMs, but did he ever say like he watched the videos, or did he ever confirm
Like
he
with
did?
the Digimon, the anime, I shared the Digimon anime openings from America, North America, and Japan.
Oh, buddy.
DMs
Oh,
and
but
just-
like, look at this Digimon intro, bro. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Sorry, I asked him.
No, wait a minute. No. If Phil was doing the DSP Reacts thing, like he was before, he could have like paid him money for him to watch the Digimon intros.
About it on
Would he pay me $20 to watch the Digimon intro? I'll do it for free.
and
I
he
don't give
said
a
that he can't do
fuck.
that because it's an anime.
I'm gonna corner that market,
That's as
and
much
then I'm
as I
gonna
can
take
remember
it.
at least. But yeah, he hasn't really directly responded back to my DMs, which.
So wait
I
a
guess-
minute. Hold up. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
sure, that-
Stop. Remember what he just said. He said that he was in conversations with Phil on X in the DMs, which then turned into him saying, well, I sent him messages and videos and he never responded. The Digimon hyperfixation, you say? Yes. And now in my head I have Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon, all the champions. I have that stuck in my head on a fucking loop.
Just too busy to
Like my
answer or
iPod
forget,
stuck on
because
replay.
I know that there
Replay,
are there are, so I have to send them another message so that they respond and see. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to answer.
It'd be kind of annoying.
No, I saw your message and I didn't
Yeah.
respond.
'Cause you're like, here, I sent you this message, and then they don't reply at all, and you feel like, I mean, like whenever that happens to me, I feel like a jerk kind of, because I'm like, hey, did you see the DM? You're like reminding them, nudging them, like, did you notice? And they're like, oh.
I need a nudge. When you guys send me a
it can be a
DM or
little
send me something and
stressful,
I don't
like,
interact with it or
sucks to be
respond to
ignored,
it,
you know?
guaranteed it's because I'm a fucking
There's a lot of
idiot and I'm
questions
high.
before, and then I don't know if one of your questions has
And don't
to do with
take it
rabbits and the
personal.
like, but yeah, that's part of the rabbit stuff. Being ignored and the like, ghosting is really tough to deal with.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
I've seen you talking. Oh, you already asked me about Miss Magic Peach, and I saw you talking to her in chat. Do you have a crush on Miss Magic Peach?
Oh!
This is too personal. You don't have to answer.
It kind of gets into the rabbit stuff, but I don't think I have a crush on this person.
It's like Phil sending 400 drunk messages to LTG/wings/Asmon that we know of. Oh, man.
Okay.
I don't want to be intimate with anyone that is not very familiar to me. I just want.
Uh-huh. He's scared of women. And also, don't worry, okay? There are no girls in the DSP chat. Not one. I guarantee you. I am so sure that there is not one female individual in that chat.
To be friends at the moment. I'm
just
interested
putting
in
them in the
making
friend
friends.
zone.
You can put it that way.
Hey, that's total respectful. That's what being online is for, meeting new people, you know? share your interests on video games, anime, etc.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that. And yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you a little bit, but yeah, I think I gave a
He
short
does also
answer
have
to
Jay
that.
Wong in line.
I would like to be friends with people, but
Oh, that's right. We had to continue the next day. Hey guys, I want you to notice something, okay? This was something that slipped my mind when I watched this originally, but then someone in the comment section drew attention to it. Very important. We had to continue the next day. Do you guys remember what EvaCowboyFan was wearing the day before? Huh. Do you remember what he was wearing? That long sleeve blue shirt? Well, let's see what he has to wear the next day.
Yes.
Yes, the same shirt. The same shirt. And before anybody says, "Oh, well, I see you wearing that same big ass D&D Diaz and Diego t-shirt that is available on your Fourth Wall shop." Looks awesome, by the way. I see you wearing that shit all the time on your streams. What the fuck? Well, let it be known that I have more than one of those shirts, okay? I got a lot of them. I wear my own merch, and I got a lot of them. So there you go. I see you wearing that same blue hoodie you got on right now. Ah, shit, no!
Like somebody mentioned the rabbit.
Oh,
So you
no!
bring it up
How
too.
did he know?
Do you want to go in like detail about that? Like, what is the?
King Be Cruel says this isn't even the first time that there was a erotica RP on Phil's chat. A couple of us used to complain to Phil to make him stop, but he wouldn't say shit. Ew!
Or the rabbit curse?
Ugh.
Okay. So,
Ugh.
I think that, or I would imagine that a lot of, or a fair amount of watching this video right now are probably watching it for this. I would imagine.
What?
So, I'm fine expressing and explaining, answering your question, and you can keep it as like an exclusive to your channel. But the rabbit thing isn't necessarily
Triple A asking the real questions out here.
having a pet rabbit per se.
Was there
To
money
answer your
involved?
question,
Oh,
depends on whether
God.
you're looking for the
And if I'm not even trying to give them any like options or ideas or anything like that, but I mean you can just like, I don't know, talk to a chat bot or something like that. I don't know.
the short answer, the short response. Or
There's nothing nothing in the radius of a DarkSydePhil stream that makes me horny.
Sure, I'll try my best. So, the rabbit curse is it stems from the idea of, well, not the idea, but you know, the fact of rabbits dying from loneliness.
What?
And it's very hard for me to go through loneliness, as I imagine it would be for a lot of people. Some people don't mind to be alone here and then. But
That's me. When I'm asked, what do you want to do with your time off, with your day off, or with like your free moments, and I'm like, nothing. I don't want to do shit, because I do shit all the time, all the other time. If I have a choice of what I want to do, it's nothing.
For me, I use it as like a code for something that is more deep. Like, I feel a depression of loneliness with my situation.
I'm not laughing at him having the
Bombastic side eye.
Is that a lyric?
Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Was that a lyric? Listen to this.
I feel a depression of loneliness with my situation of being autistic, which I have expressed in chat that I'm autistic before.
This is like worse than vegans, and it's worse than people on keto. Autistic people always like to tell everybody that they're autistic. I'm not even going to press a button about this.
But, yeah, I am...
Is there a doctor on the plane? I'm vegan. I'm on keto. I have autism.
kind of the rabbit in that sense, and my curse...
Bro, what did you have for dinner tonight? What did you have for dinner tonight? I had a delicious chicken breaded with pork rinds with mozzarella cheese. It was a chicken parm. It was a keto chicken parm. Grilled chicken, fucking pork rind, breading, pizza sauce for marinara, and mozzarella cheese. Oh my god, it was so good.
Being said rabbit who might die from
Delicious.
loneliness,
Haven't eaten yet? Just snacked on a
which is
little
something
cheese
that
and
I
pickled
don't.
orca. Let's go!
I desire connections with other people, and
Keto saved my life. Keto absolutely saved my life.
Exposed to, you know, the real world rather than being completely isolated.
Yeah,
You don't
it's normal.
want to go out into the real world, bro. It sucks out here.
Friendships at all in real life?
With my coworkers, yes. As a matter
No, your coworkers are not your friends. Just because you see them every day. I had to stock shelves at the grocery store overnight, and every last person on that team was a piece of shit, and I did not want to be around them at all. None of them.
of fact, I think I get along very well with my coworkers.
That's good.
Because they don't
And
talk to
my
you.
coworkers might be watching this video. If
Oh no, he probably told his coworkers. This is all he has going on in his life, so he's going to be like, "Hey guys, I'm going to be talking about you to a bunch of strangers on the internet. What do you think about that?" Can you watch me talk about you guys on the internet to a group of people that may not like me?
I don't know if that bothers you or not, but yeah.
No, I mean, I really can't judge who watches the video, you know? Like, whoever wants to check it out is more than welcome to.
Exactly, because that's a view, baby.
I'm just trying to satisfy
great.
my curiosity on DSP fans, because, you know, like, they're on one side of the table of liking Phil for various reasons.
You had it. You're on one side of the spectrum.
People on the other side hating Phil for quite a lot of reasons, and that's why, like, I wanted to do this to satisfy my own curiosity. Like, who does like Phil, you know?
Yeah, I understand. And with the rabbit curs, it's more of an autistic thing, I guess.
No, it definitely is. Mad Pretty says, yeah, this dude ain't never going to break Pygnosis. DSP is his buddy. Oof. King Be Cruel says, your boy made some double cheeseburgers with carameled onions and homemade chips. Let's fucking go. I love my barbecue. Nothing beats a Charl. I have a speech impediment. Leave me alone. A burger.
I don't know if you're familiar with the term PDAs. Maybe you're familiar with
I'm coming over.
PDAs.
Just get those cheeseburgers off that bun.
Off the top of my head.
So
Smash
for
burger
anyone
style.
that is not familiar with what that stands for, it has different definitions, different meanings. But the one that I'm referring to in particular, that it's similar to, is public displays of affection.
Oh, okay.
So, for instance, speaking of Miss Magic Peach, and they call me UQN.
He does have a crush.
I
Jessica, what up? Everybody, shut the fuck up and give it up for the MVP, the OG, and the VIP of this and every stream. I need everybody across YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X to give it up for Jessica. No Sleep Real Vibes is a fucking freak.
giving names like that.
Yeah,
in
they're
this
fellow shatters.
scenario.
Totally fine.
But yeah, in that case, in this example, they were showing public displays of affection through flirting and role playing.
Oh,
I
buddy.
don't really get the full context, which is part of what makes me frustrated and depressed about it.
Why are they not role playing with me? Is what I'm hearing.
But it just makes me feel very sad, and it's almost like anything of that nature that reminds me about the rabbit curse. You know, being
I'm gonna die alone. I'm gonna die like a rabbit. I'm also a furry, by the way.
lonely and probably gonna be
Aww.
dying
Oh, look at the cat. The cat is crying. Oh no.
alone. does bring me to a very bad state when I'm reminded of those
Oh, here we go. Hold up. Here we go. Not No Sleep Real Vibes was threatening people when Miss Peach got banned the first time. He's tough.
things through hints and
Tough.
gestures and
In chat, he
communication.
refused and said he
Even
doesn't
seemed
do
like
that stuff,
an
probably in hopes that
attractive,
Phil would
cute
see and
anime,
appreciate him more.
character
Oh.
Phil is playing through or something.
Look at me, Phil. Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Like that, believe it or not. That's mostly an example, but that's kind of what I'm trying to say. When I am ever reminded of the rabbit curse, of being lonely, it does affect me. And I try my best to not bring negativity in that sense. And you may ask, why do I call it the rabbit curse instead of just saying it flat out what it is? Well, there's a couple reasons. One of the reasons is
What do I mean by that?
I think putting it in code is more convenient than writing a whole long message.
No. Because now you are giving people riddles to figure out. Oh, brother. Oh, my God. No. This ain't Carmen Sandiego. Come and find me. Come and get me if you can. It's like, okay, it's the rabbit thing. I don't know what the fuck a rabbit thing is. Oh, well, let me explain. Then how about you just explain it?
About said thing,
Bro really should have just lied and said water ship down really fucked him up. Oh my god. CTUH! Welcome home.
Home.
DSP hates his fans because he knows they're all dented. True.
because just, more short and simple. It's kind of like
He's like a girl.
per
Yeah.
se, if that
Say
makes
what you
sense.
mean, brother. I'm trying.
No, it makes sense.
I'm trying.
The second
I'm afraid I might get
reason is
canceled
Also,
again.
because I don't want to come across as rude or offensive.
But I'd rather talk in riddles and have you guys figure out my masterful brushstrokes.
That may take me the wrong way by expressing it more in detail, because I feel that my situation is pretty rare and uncommon.
You're not the first autistic person. You're not the last autistic person.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I don't know, man.
The thing that also makes it upsetting and sad for me. But thankfully, I'm trying my best to manage, and I haven't been bringing too much negativity in
Too
the
much
streams
negativity.
because of that.
I think that I think a lot of people feel the way you do, where they feel alone, but not so much the rabbit metaphor where you would just die from loneliness. Because at least
Chad,
in
is
your
this
Bill's
true?
chat, you do have a
Or
connection with
is
others,
he
you
just
get to speak
making
to
shit
others,
up? Is this his own
do you
headcanon?
have-
Yeah.
Other than your coworkers, do you have any friends from high school or something that you've kept over the years?
Well, that's where the PTSD stuff comes in.
I'm sorry. What? What?
What? Oh shit! What the fuck?
PTSD? Hold on. This must have been a truly traumatic incident. Surely this isn't just something that he's labeling PTSD to make it sound more dramatic now, would it? Hold on, let's go back. Let's get the context.
Coworkers? Do you have any friends from high school or something that you've kept over the years?
Well, that's where the PTSD stuff comes in. I did not have the best, far from it. My school days were the darkest years of my life.
Oh, the crying cat. I'm more moved by the crying cat. I am more moved by the crying cat that I'm getting from this stolen valor PTSD bullshit. He's in Nam. He was shell shocked.
He's gay! Hold up. Here we go again!
Oh God, it's rare but true. I have some weird, I literally, I could be vulnerable for a second. I have PTSD driving over bridges because I can't stop thinking about my one buddy from wrestling who jumped off a bridge. So whenever I cross the bridge, I think about him and I get upset. So I can see that. But I was mercilessly bullied in school, bro. I deserved it. I deserved it. Bullying works. I would have bullied me.
And glad that I managed to survive it.
I'm sorry
Without
to hear
giving
that.
too much detail, without my exposure to females or girls in school, it's affected me a lot. And that's
You need to not find validation in the idea that you're in a relationship or somebody likes you. It's still all of this outward, it's all of this outward, like, he needs to be acknowledged and seen and all of this. But, like, what is he doing other than complaining?
due to me going through boys-only schools because my autism was not really shown in the best light.
Oh, wait. He was trembling when he said that shit. Trip, I'm sorry to hear that. What the fuck are you doing here on this channel? Because we got sound effects. We got sound effects.
What? Another one. Oh, shit. That ass
This production is not good for any of that. I hope I'm not fucking you up with this. I'm sorry. I'll be less trigger happy.
Kind of getting the impression that I should go to a boys only.
All right, I will keep that in mind. Bullying works. It made me less weird from high school. Kept that side for the real homies in the house. There you go.
More like I was misunderstood.
Okay.
But I was in.
Oh, so what he was getting at? He went to an all-boys school. I feel like, no, I'm not gonna make the jump. I inferred from what he's saying that he was sent to an all-boys school because maybe he didn't pick up on a cue. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
With only boys schools. So
He's
that
trembling.
My exposure and my upbringing was not really involved with many women. So, yeah, hopefully that clarifies some things.
It actually doesn't. It
does.
gives me more
You
questions.
said that you did apply for Love on the Spectrum. Like, and did you ever get a message back or a call back from that? Because that might be an opportunity for.
Well, we did have a conversation, but it was really just me text messaging them and them never really responding to me.
You to meet somebody. I know that they've set up people in relationships from that. I've never seen the show. I know I've seen clips of it though.
Yeah, about that. I am still hopeful as I try to be hopeful with the things. I did have an interview with them, and as of right now, I'm still waiting for them to get back to me. So I don't know.
Don't call
how
us,
things
we'll
are
call
going
you.
In relation to the show, if they are having a new season.
Remember LTG was
imagine
going to go to
if they did
Hollywood
have
and
a
be
new
an actor?
season and they communicated that with me, I probably wouldn't be allowed to share that kind of information.
NDAs, baby.
But, yeah,
NDAs.
So far, I'm not really involved at the moment, and
He trembles when
they
he
haven't
talks.
reached out to me as of yet.
Well, I hope they do. I think that'd be
So
fun
many people have been
opportunity for
tagging
you.
Netflix on
That'd be
Twitter
great.
to try
I
and
think
get
it would be
him on.
really great.
Really?
Part of the being there at all.
Now that's something I can get behind.
Okay, so a couple topics I wanted to.
Now that would be something I would get behind. An actual DarkSydePhil enjoyer on a Netflix style show. You know Phil would be pissed.
Since you've been
You know
around,
that would
since you
piss
said
him
around
off.
2014 was probably the first time you saw that Spider-Man video. Yeah, I'm sure you've come and gone from the DSP sphere, right? Like you haven't just continued.
Nope, I've been there every day.
But were you there for like the side scrollers arc?
A little bit. I don't remember a lot, and I definitely am not good with names. With Stuttering Craig that Phil had major problems with.
I think he's pretending. I think he's acting like, just like Phil, he gets it from his daddy. When he doesn't want to show his power level, he'll feign ignorance. I think his name is Stuttering Craig. You know his name is Stuttering Craig. I know his name is Stuttering Craig. Craig's been here since time immemorial.
Yeah.
that Phil felt that stuttering.
I was there
Craig
for the screw attack days.
Attacking him and being very offensive towards him. Yeah, even like telling him to, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use any language here, but.
Fuck, shit, piss, goddamn!
Which Phil took the wrong way in completely new levels.
What?
Well, did you understand like the context of why Craig said that?
Been a long time since I watched that interview, but little that I understood, and I hope you understand that I'm mostly there for Phil's gameplay videos and the like. I'm not too
Yes, rest in peace, Screw Attack. And rest in peace, G4, where they had the beautiful models, bro. The Olivia Munns and the Haley
Kayleys.
Kayleys.
Trying to help Phil understand the perspective of
Craig is super fair. You gotta respect the grind. He's been building an empire.
Also because Phil wanted this to be like the final kind of interview he's done and put like everything behind him and move forward. But when they asked him a lot of questions about what he's getting a lot of hate for, he kind of just lied his way through it and like
he lied for 5 hours.
And
that just cements it to me. That just cements it to me. He literally got and did a song and dance, and he said for 5 hours all of this shit that he knew wasn't true. When he had the preamble before that saying this is the place you want to go for the definitive correct answer on everything. No, motherfucker, this is the definitive spot you wanted people to get brainwashed from. This is where the propaganda starts and ends. Bullshit. Stuttering Craig, never heard of a Craig before. I didn't even know they existed, dude.
It made Phil look so bad at the time. And eventually when Craig came back on for the second
Stuttering Blabs
on Phil's channel, and
is that
Phil
the
was like,
VTuber?
you hurt me because you made me look bad. But it was really Phil that made himself look bad.
I was one of the tens of people who actually wanted to watch Cinematech.
You know, about small things.
Hold on.
Some big
That's
things.
ringing a bell in my addled brain.
He basically made it seem like Craig went out there to attack him and that
Cinematech. So this was a time before YouTube where you couldn't just look up a music video or a trailer or anything like that. I remember downloading a Final Fantasy VIII cinematic on a 56K modem, and it took like 3 or 4 hours to download the Balam Garden dance scene where Squall and Renoa dance. That took hours, days to download, and not even a good resolution, like the shittiest resolution. The ratio was squashed, and we liked it. We liked it back then. But that just, there was a G4 show where it was literally nothing but like the opening intros or just intros and stuff like that. We had that, and we liked it.
His integrity was terrible because it was going to be a hit piece, and that's why Craig was like, you're attacking my integrity while you like lied to us and you think you're the victim. Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's when Phil kind of got
Cinematech was the trailers, tech demos, cutscenes, and I lived.
In my
for that
opinion,
shit
I'm on
because
Team
I had
Craig on
dial-up, baby.
Shout
out to all my elder millennials.
Get it out there. Everyone can come.
When we gave the computer, the family computer, AIDS.
Phil, you know, because
downloading shit off of Kazaa and LimeWire.
Once the DMs leaked, you know, he eventually in the King Snake arc, he was saying to when he was typing to PPP.
Yeah, you can't sit here and say that you are a admirable human being. You walk the walk, you talk the talk, you're doing all the right things when you literally had in recent memory a King Snake arc where you got up on stage and you said, "Hey, do you know the king snake, the animal? Well, I cased the casino for 5 months, let them insult my fat wife just for me to get money and waste it on dumb shit I didn't need, and now I'm back to square one right where I'm at before." Yeah. Pirate Bay, oh my god.
Just to like get
army mateys
doing things with them. Like
sailing the high seas.
His wife is really sick. She might have cancer.
Oh, yes.
So he said, everything he said to them was a lie. And that's kind of scary to think that Phil will lie about his wife having cancer. You know, his parents, he said they are kind of like on their last legs. They might be passing.
I'm thinking at this point, I think Phil has cancer, bro. He is wasting away. He is wasting away. We all know. I feel like everybody in their life has experienced a family member or someone that they know who has lost their life due to cancer, which is unfortunate. I think we all have been touched in one way or another by that terrible disease. It ravages you. And I have a sneaking suspicion that Phil may have gotten the diagnosis, and this is why he's just out here coping, you know, talking about how good his life is, because he's just trying to, you know, justify it ending.
Soon, just to get out of like collab.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I think
Because
once again, like, why people
look,
don't
the
like
Holy
people
Trinity.
lie about
It
a
was
lot of
AOL
things,
Instant Messenger,
major and
AIM,
small,
Napster, and Winamp
they
for
just
me. That was the
expect you to, like,
that was
kinda
the
get over it.
trilogy.
Which, from my perspective, I'm not a huge fan of people who do that. I think that's
Yeah, I'm not a
terrible
fan
thing
of
to
people
do.
that lie.
Like you said, like, you're not really
And
there
bullshit.
for Phil as like a person. You know, you're there for the gameplay, social interaction, right? It's not so much that you, well, I guess, do you care for Phil as a person, or do you like him just more as like an entertaining personality?
That's an interesting question.
Well, then answer it.
I would say mostly the latter, because I don't see Phil as a role model for it, but I mostly like watch him because of how entertaining he is. I think he's one of a kind.
Buddy.
I will agree with you.
StarCraft. Hey, yo, don't tell bro
For
that.
sure. Back to the rabbit thing.
Don't tell bro that.
Are you hoping for more of like a friendship or a relationship to like eventually bloom?
Hey, yo.
I am currently single. I've never.
I'm
dated
shocked.
before, hence the love on the spectrum opportunity would be great, but in terms of like pushing a relationship, I'm trying my best to not do that. I am trying my best to be more friendly, and if said person
Oh
is interested
no,
in
the
being in a
desperation of it all,
relationship
and
or
that just
more
makes it
close,
so much worse.
I think I would be
If you
willing
take care of
to,
yourself, if you water your own plants and you take care of yourself, then the attraction will come. Like, ain't nobody out here, like, is anybody out here going like, I'm trying to find a slob. I'm trying to find somebody that just like hangs out in chat rooms and tries to get the approval of middle-aged men that play children's games. AIM, most type sentence, probably. Hey, ASL. You can't do that nowadays. You can't do that nowadays.
to
You
said
can't
person,
say
depending
age,
on
sex,
who it is, of
location, because
course.
one,
That's cool. I know, well, some relationships bloom online.
Diablo 2,
one of my
LOD,
best
and
friends, he
Tiberian
actually
Sun.
found his
For me, it was Hexen and Rise of the Triad. Holy Hexen and Rise of the Triad. Oh my God. And that Encyclopedia Britannica, I think. That CD, I think everybody had that.
his life through World of Warcraft. So
Oh, really? That's cool.
And Doom. I played
know.
a shit ton of
You know,
Doom.
a lot of
Yeah, a
possibilities.
Gabriel
out there.
Knight.
You never know, but don't give up
Crusader,
hope.
I
You know,
think.
just time will
Descent.
I try to
Oh
be
my God.
patient,
The
yes,
Secret of
but
Monkey
the
Island.
curse, it's a constant reminder. You know, I'm aging, and I just hope that I can find a way to escape that loneliness sometime in the future.
Well,
you know?
definitely not going to happen in the
everyone feels that
DSP
way.
chat there,
It's like
friend.
one time or another.
Yeah, it's just, I guess going back to the rabbit curse, a lot of it also has to do with, you know, since the rabbit curse is me dying alone, because
Oh, God, no.
difficulties
Stop.
interacting
No.
with
You're
people,
killing me,
and
Smalls.
a lot of the time, especially women in particular, have not really felt comfortable talking to me or reaching me back out to me. Just my
Hey,
autism,
let's
per
get
se.
some
My
let's get
autism
some
gets in the
ladies
way
over
with
here.
me
Let's get the ladies.
socializing
What do y'all think
in a
about
way
this?
that other people would expect me to, if that makes sense.
It
So
doesn't,
I
actually.
tend to have a lot of difficulties understanding social cues and the like. If that wasn't evident enough with me and Phil,
Ah!
I would imagine gets in the way a lot with me connecting with others.
Have you ever tried meeting like a girl who is on the spectrum also?
Ew, no. Why would the fuck I do that? I hate those types of
Common
people.
in guys
That'd
than
be
it
him,
is in
probably.
women.
Really? I didn't know
So I haven't really found anyone that is
Chad, is this true? Because I definitely see some autistic chicks out there. They're like the chungus. They're like, dude, the chungus shit. There's definitely autistic females out there, bro.
And a short story.
Hey, look, Triple A. How about you? Well, how about you, swoon cat?
He seemed like
You can get that Skyrim and that DoorDash for.
we had
She
common
left
interests,
Subaru
like,
Man
with
for
Persona
Toyota
and
Man.
anime. Yeah, I hope you don't mind me telling a little story here.
Only if you're comfortable doing that.
I don't mind, and I won't say any names. But yeah, work
The
environment.
erotica RP and DSP's chat was hilarious. I love that Phil didn't stop because he was getting money.
I
Yep.
didn't notice her social cues at the time, which she
He
usually
said, "Mr.
was
Worldwide,
ignoring
fuck you,
me
pay
and
me."
just, like when I held the door open, no thank you.
Hey, Terp Lord out here with the Kohan, AoE, and Escape from Monkey Island. Word the shit! Hey, thank you! 702 Terp Lord!
It's kind of odd because I don't know what I
Love
did,
that.
but she approached me only opening the approached me.
And my
told me to
disappointment
leave
is
her
immeasurable.
alone, or she would file for a report on me for
Ow.
you know.
What?
For holding the door
Yeah.
open?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
Oh, whoa, hold on. We got to go back. I'm sorry, guys. I was distracted, but let's laser focus in on this. He held the door open for a female style individual, and then something, she had to make a complaint.
For
Ow.
you know.
Just for holding the door open?
Yes, unfortunately, yes. And I mean, like, I was trying to be friendly, and there was one time that I expressed that I would be interested in being friends with her, and she just gave a simple okay. But yeah.
Oh, buddy. Where's the crying cat? Where's the crying cat? Bring it back, because that is sad.
She just approached me one day and told me to leave her alone, or she'll file a report against me.
Oh, or she will file a report. Now, ladies, look here. The only reason you're here is because you want to be here, right? And the moment you don't want to be here, you're welcome to just walk out that door. There's that door! But you know that this place is where it's at. The Level 99 live stream. We're hot, dudes. This is crazy. You know, if EvaCowboyFan wanted to know how to talk to girls, it's simple. You walk up to them and press X.
Was, for lack of better words, shocking.
I think this is a lie. I think you read that shit online, and when it was a big deal and decided to roll with it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay. I can see that. I can see the vision there. You know, I was like, why would you even say that, though? Why would you even, like, that's not the flex you think it is. Like, oh, I tried to be nice to a girl, and she didn't immediately suck my dick.
And it hit me pretty badly.
Yeah, that would hurt me pretty bad, too, just if they randomly said that. You know, I could understand that pain.
Well, I mean, what did you say, actually? Because it just sounds like, oh, well, she was just mean to me. What did you say? Release the what did you say files, because I feel like he probably left a couple of, this is lying by omission. He probably said something crazy to her, and she's like, don't ever fucking talk to me again, bro.
I'm glad you understand.
We see how Eva spams DSP. I can only imagine how many times he pestered this girl. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because, yeah, I've had similar experiences like that in the past, and just a lot of women don't really get me.
No, they get you.
Autism, amongst other things.
They get you. They don't want that.
I've just had a lot of difficulties interacting with them, which is one of the reasons why I am stuck with this rabbit course as of right now.
What?
Trying to make light of it instead of being depressed about it, you know?
Somehow we stopped talking about being a DSP fan and started talking about how he does not get bitches.
Just take it as an experience. Try not to, I mean, I think everyone will have things where they negatively harp on over time, you know what I mean? Because
everybody swings and misses sometimes. That's how you learn from
that. Or like, wow, I can't believe that happened to me, you know? So just take it as an experience. And
okay, so now I got the reference. Terp Pearls. I got one in my Profco proxy right over here.
It would be my advice. You know, they can open their own doors.
The joystick
you know?
top.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's just my experience. For some reason, I just don't connect with women. I'm like a
for some reason, no, it's the autism. It's the autism.
Ah, don't say that. I'm sure there's someone out there for you. It's just hard to meet people. You know, a lot of people don't want to be bothered when they're just trying to do something like going to school or walk in. In this case, holding the door open. I'm surprised.
Very much. Yeah, it came as a complete shock to me too. hopefully kind of gives you a better idea of how my interactions are with said people a lot of the time. Yeah.
Oh, I guess my last question. I've seen people saying that you might be Derek. Are you Derek?
I guess I can respond with saying, why do they think I'm Derek?
Because you spam the chat sometimes, and that's what
You do spam the chat.
he used to do.
Yeah, to give a straightforward and proper answer.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm noticing a pattern. In order for okay, so I think in order for him to actually give a good answer, he needs to kind of preamble and kind of like set his thoughts together so he can figure it out and then say what it is. Like all of this, well, if I were to really put a point to it and then I laid it all out on the table and then I sorted through my machinations, it's like, get to the point!
Beginning to learn about this Derek person.
Oh, the white blouser?
As of right
The
now,
predator?
he definitely
I'm
doesn't
familiar.
have my morals. Like, I'm trying to avoid the word for the sake of respect and not wanting to, be very vulgar.
Vulgar.
But
It's the lisp.
I'm into mature people, not.
Damn! Oh, based! EvaCowboyFan cooking Derek with this one. Listen.
But yeah, I'm into mature people, not younger people.
Damn!
That's a good thing. Well, I hope that clears up that mystery that you weren't.
You know what? Based answered. W. Capital letter W.
You're not Derek.
Don't say I never did anything nice for you. I asked if he had any final thoughts or questions for me. So this will be the finale of the video. I ain't about to scare y'all.
Just any final thoughts you have, whatever you want to say, or ask.
So, I just want to get a good understanding of what trolls, haters, detractors think about me. I hope that it's not too negative.
That's your first problem, bro. That's your first and only problem. You care about what other people think about you. You care about what other people think about you. You got to get that out your own head. You got to like yourself, bro.
Not too much of an annoyance with my said spamming. But
quote unquote spamming. He's into single, alive, non-related, of age females. YouTubes. That is most definitely what up.
I'm about to blow.
That's most definitely what is up, tubes.
But I try to not spam.
Max and Mari Art hanging out with us over on Twitch. Welcome home.
Other than that, I hope
big
that
ups to you, my friend.
who watch this would be able to have a fair understanding of where I come from, and I have nothing against anyone. As long as we're mutual with each other and
we're gonna keep it mutual, keeping it casual.
don't have any.
We're gonna see other people. I'm gonna hold the door open for you.
Sure, push upon each other. I should be good with you and everyone. I think I am very good at being respectful with most people.
I think you are too. I think you're very well spoken, and you've been nothing but respectful in our DMs talking. It's not just you that the trolls would hate. Like they hate everybody who is a Phil fan and supporter. And there's no really appeasing that.
I don't hate.
So try not to take it too much.
I just point and laugh.
Insult, because even if you just join and talk in there, they'll probably hate you. So, like I said, don't take it personally. Because you said you want to know like what they think of you more than likely. It's more of they consider you parasocial, and that you reach out to Phil a lot more than a normal person, just a normal viewer would, I think.
Ooh, you can't say normal. That is non-inclusive language. I learned that.
You're talking to him in DMs. You're also.
Let me clarify that. Me and Phil do not talk regularly on DMs. We do not.
I just send him messages and he ignores me.
Yeah, but you're still like reaching out to like speak with them, right?
So you're spamming the chat, spamming his DMs. No wonder he's fucking pissed off at you, bro. I'd be pissed off at you too.
Fans, such as like friendships and stuff like that. At least
get the hint
to an extent, because he does.
He ain't that. He's not that into you
through his fans. Maybe it's like selective. In that case, it's more like you're like today when you're reaching out and super chatting or donating, letting them know about what you're doing and stuff like that. People consider that weird in a way. At least this is what I'm thinking off the top of my head. So I think that might be one reason they maybe think you're getting too attached because, like you said, you're just looking for communication, friendships, stuff like that. For certain streamers, friendships or trying to befriend a streamer isn't good. I think in their community, if you befriend people in the community, like if you talk to Uniqueness and stuff like that, or they call me UQN, I think that's a healthier thing than trying to form a bond with the streamer, if that makes sense at all.
I kind of understand, yeah.
He kind of,
Which
he
is
doesn't.
why I've been trying to make
doesn't.
an effort to connect with said people. If you haven't noticed in chat, I've been talking to, they call me UQN, King Michael, and Miss Magic Peach, to name a few.
Yeah. So like stuff like that I think is totally fine. Because I do stream myself, and I play games with some of my viewers and they don't stream, and I've made some online friends like that, which I think is
Honky Kong,
Like,
that
I'm
is
a very
what's up.
Small-time creator and streamer. You know, I'm not at that level of like where Phil's at, where he's got a lot of people, a lot of eyes on him. It's like a lot different between like a small and a larger creator. I think Phil's in the middle there.
Straight Panda!
Especially for Phil, because he has a large hater base, you know, and they see his fans.
I would send you a DM about this, but I'll tell you right now.
One of my questions for him was
we have officially done the blackout.
Of people who are like artistic.
Certain people have been Benoit.
Weird, like the Derek
So,
guy. Why does everyone
all Benoit content will no longer be featured on the WWE network?
Pretty good. It's like school, right? Other kids would point out the weird kid, which is true in a sense, because there's a lot of people I'm sure who watch Phil that just don't really talk, and they're
No Sleep
normal.
Revives
Like,
and Ava, the dented love triangle. Oh, brother.
Anything like that.
Brother.
So
It's fine, yeah. I would say the more high functioning, but yeah, I acknowledge
he has a job. So
yeah, it does affect me with my social interactions with people, but autism cannot be cured. It can only be helped, and you know.
Is that what the autism doctor told him?
Which is what I'm trying to focus more on doing.
I guess my final thought on this would be, I don't think it's wrong for you to want to befriend certain streamers. I think Phil, on the other hand, is one of the ones you don't want to befriend. Just because being Phil's friend seems transactional in a way, that he might expect you to do things for him, such as like donating money,
like give him money,
or
give him more money,
cases, like editing his videos and stuff
making
like
his
that.
thumbnails. Oh, and QQ, if you're watching this on the replay, I would love to do your thumbnails. Just reach out, bro. I do thumbnails for a living.
You know, his last real friend was like John Rambo, which
do I have the ball vape? No. But I want one. I watched this Canadian. His name is Lee. He has a channel called Tabletop Bong. He is constantly using the ball vapes. And this dude is taking in some serious clouds. Loading some live resin in my Carta too. And I got some GG number 4 loaded in a bowl ready to go and hit a TKO. Be right back. That's what I'm talking about. Hey! 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 QQ on kick in the house. Welcome home.
Himself, and I don't think Phil can have a real.
Look at this. Hold on. Everybody shut up. I'm really proud of this. I threw this in the chat GPT machine. Look at this thumbnail, bro. I said put Ray Ayanami in a cowboy hat, and I'll be damned if ChatGPT didn't do that. And then I took the Ray Ayanami photo and I dropped that in ChatGPT with a screen cap of the cozy cat drinking coffee, bro. And I was like, all right, now do that in the same, I'm giving away the sauce, by the way, in the same art style. And it's all stylized and it looks like it could be right next to the Ray Ayanami. And then I generated a background that was a late night talk show shit, bro. Then I put the text there so you can read it from far away. I'm just saying, I was really proud of this one. I'll gladly send you this this version of this and then send you like some some like really high
These are
res
words he
versions
doesn't
of the
need a
mouth open.
friendship.
Oh, let me just S your D to completion for a second. I love that. I love the Cat Mandalorian. This is awesome. The second you switched it over when he had the mask on, bro, I was like, yes, this is it. This is the play.
Which, if that's
Thank
the
you,
case,
thank
it's
you.
good for him.
Fuck
So,
yeah,
I think if you're
tabletop
trying to get a
bong.
friend
Fuck
zone,
yeah, I watch
not
his
sure if
shit
you
all
are
the
or
time.
not,
He
or if
loves
you're
the
just being
fucking.
friendly.
He does the analog.
Bad idea.
He does the analog vaping, bro. He doesn't do like the. He doesn't like the currents. It's a bad vibe. It's bad juju. I'm like, come on, bro. It's just weed.
Answer
Come
that
on.
question. I don't really think, and I don't intend to become like personal friends with Phil.
I
If
just want
anything,
to S
I'm
him
more
until
like
completion.
supporting in the sense that I am hoping he would be able to try out some.
I'm just trying to
more
cup the
interesting
balls while I
games
S the D
down
while he
my
plays
league. And I
Digimon.
noticed that I'm not the only one interested in Digimon either. So
Watch another
I'm not
creator play it.
supporting
Watch
him
another
in the
creator
sense
play it.
that, oh yeah, Phil, please acknowledge me. I want to be friends with you. No, I'm just hopeful.
Trip,
that
you
he
gotta
would be
start
able to
streaming
try a game
Digimon.
like Digimon Zero
And get
Escape,
Eva to hang
maybe
out.
even the older Spider-Man games or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
One of my favorite things to do while I was high growing up was playing Spider-Man and just swinging through the city. High as fuck off of that street shit.
I find it
Stems
entertaining
and
when
seeds.
he's
We didn't
trying
know
a
how
new
good we
game,
had it back then.
and just his
Excuse
way of experiencing the game. There's a lot of potential for entertaining
Moments.
happening.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, like I said, other people have come across.
Phil would not play Digimon. I mean, he does play the fuck out of Pokemon. And like out of the two, I would say I'd rather play a Pokemon.
This Phil sphere, and they try to be his new best friend and parasocial like that. But it's good that you can see that you're not trying to do that. You just want to like.
I think he's just performatively saying that. I think he really does want Phil to be his friend.
Thank Ava Cowboy so
He
much
hated
for
the demo
giving
and was
his
falling
time on this
asleep.
interview.
Ah, he needs
And
some
I hope
coffee, dude.
everybody who does watch it will also spam Phil. Tell him to play Digimon Time Strangers for Ava and me. I want to see this happen.
So, to bring more clarification as to why I may have a lot more interest in engaging with Phil and his content is likely due to the nostalgia that I've had of him during my hardest years of my life. Because Phil, believe it or not, gave me a lot of laughs just watching him fail at games and the like. It gave me an escape.
Oh my God, where have we heard this one before?
So, every time I watch Phil and like see Phil be bad at a game, fail, it kind of brings me back to those times and gives me a smile in my face, believe it or not. So
Brother,
I
I'm
think
opening
that
up your
kinda
YouTube
gives
page
a
right
little bit more
now.
context into why I may be more engaged within his content.
I want to S him off.
Yeah. Darcy kind of said the same thing, that some of Phil's old playthroughs got him through some dark times also. And, you know, that makes sense when you put it like that. You just kind of remember the good times. And every now and then he'll fail at video games. And like I said, it brings a smile to your face because it reminds you of like, yeah, you said it reminds you.
That might actually be true because when I lost my mom, I actually started watching Kino Casino, and it was around the time that they were doing the Nick Rekieta shit, like when all of that was popping off. So I always, you know, kind of equate that. I could see that because they did give me a distraction from all of the craziness that was going on at that time.
Good times. After talking to Ava, I've come to realize he's just a lonely guy who's trying to have meaningful connections with people. Unfortunately, I don't think Phil's community is the place to do that due to the amount of trolling. And like Ava also said,
he will
he's not
never
there for
be
Phil as a
considered
person.
serious.
He's there for the games he plays.
Never, ever, ever.
And I do want to say, I've received a lot of positive feedback on these videos, and I really appreciate that. I'm still new to content creation, so if you have any criticism or tips on what I can do better, or what
No, you keep doing what you're doing, pimp. This was another excellent addition. I am dropping the link in the chat right now. I need everybody to go to QQ's channel over on YouTube right now. Like the video like I did. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Let them know that I sent you. And give QQ a round of applause. 158 comments, by the way. 158 comments, by the way. When are you going to start interviewing Dents? I will leave it to the experts. I could not. Like I said, I will keep them a respectable distance away. Johnny Chase says the search for a normal DSP fan continues. Let's see if I can get this. So right here. Let's see that. Yes. If Ava is actually reading these comments, I highly recommend the D&D group. They always have a bunch of nerds who are accepting of all kinds of people and are more than willing to become friends with like-minded people. You'll have a much easier time finding meaningful friendships, relationships than in DSP's chat. Hope you find the friends, significant other you are looking for. Also, screw Phil for taking advantage of people like him for decades. Damn. I'm telling him. Let's continue. I'm going to try and make this bigger so we can read it. I'm no expert, but I thought this would be something interesting in the DSP sphere, and some people like them so far, and some people, yep. And we were talking about that. Like a lot of people have some a lot of opinions about it, but that is what comes with the territory. That's all part and parcel to doing this stuff. And here's the thing of it, that is a perfect opportunity to win people over, because I will still cheerlead and big this up because it's interesting. And this corner of the internet has always been about trying to see what's been going on with the dents inside the DSP vortex. So Silent Weapons out here saying Django Cat interviewing the Dentalorian. Great advice. Great advice. Spud Dog says Mission Impossible finding a normal DSP fan. Duty Stream should have asked him his thoughts on Digimon. I'm gonna like that. That's funny. By the way, Duty Streams was also struck. According to him, he had some YouTube problems. Interestingly enough, about the Quarter Pounder. So how about that? Dorkside says he's a Dentalorian. Worst CFL says this is genuinely just really sad. And then Sumafer says it comes off as the Catboy is the Dent. How sad do you have to be too? Uh-oh. MC2 Tech Review says, holy shit, dude, they are all like this. And then Sumfer replies, because they're all the same trolls pretending. The Eva account is the new account and clearly trolled that gets no traction other than the fellow grifters like the furry rambling to him. What? Oh, I think Sumfer is a contrarian. Look at this. This is one of my favorite screen names of all time. Jade on Molly at Burning Man. Holy. That's a screen name. Classic trolling by donating. And then Jade on Molly at Burning Man replies, or Sumfer replies, the Ava account doesn't donate, but that is generally what they do. They aren't very bright. Jade on Molly at Burning Man. I'm never going to get tired of saying that, by the way. Are you talking about the guy in the video? EvaCowboyFan has tipped many times. I don't think it's that elaborate, man. That would have been funny, though. He's just a magnet for the impaired. Always has been. And then a reply, the Ava account is new and doesn't tip, and it's not elaborate and very... Whoa!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Here I am talking about On Molly at Burning Man, and look who walks in the door. Indrid! With the raid! Thank you! How was the stream? Jay Wuso in the house. We're live across YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for the host. Holy shit, big ups. How was the stream? How was everything? We were catching up on The latest DSP dent to be interviewed by QQ. Ironically, Jade drools less when he's rolling off a Thizzle. Bro, if he was like off a triple stack, bro, maybe he would actually start talking like actual English. Tony Leone, welcome.
Welcome home.
Yeah, so we're catching up on the comment section because we just got done watching QQ's latest. And in fact, you know what? While everybody is here, I'm not asking. I'm telling you. Everybody needs to go follow QQ right now. Follow their YouTube channel. For me, please. Please. We're going to be reading these comments. We just got done watching. GR3 Torp. So, they said, I got to stop doing drugs, man. No! I'm so deep in the DSP locale community and having an intense stare-off against a cat in the Mandalorian armor. I'm the best. That fucking interview. Eva was annoying the piss out of me. Yeah. So, okay, Injured, hold on. We need the female style perspective on this, all right? Turn the music off because this is serious. He was talking about how he was holding a door open for this girl, and then she was like, I don't want you to talk to me anymore. Whoa!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Edamir! Oh, man, with a gifted sub! Over on Twitch, that emoji Bukaki erupting all over my face, neck, and chest. Thank you so much, Edamir, and congratulations, Indrid! We'll add that to the running total. We are edging ever so closer to hitting that green room goal again. Look at that. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. That's you? Oh, shit. The truth comes out. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Injured, be sure to thank Triple A Alex Alexander out here doing the most. Holy shit. It's a red carpet affair. It's a red carpet affair. The Almighty is here with us. Big ups, amigo. I didn't watch the interview fully because I'm not ready for the buffoonery. There was definitely some buffoonery. And he did seem to lie by omission a lot. He was like, this girl I was being nice to, didn't immediately drop my pants and S me off. Because I was holding the door for him. Like, this is literally what I was, like, inferring. Bryce says, I come for the chat, but then can only name one chatter. Of all people, the hello bot who doesn't have real conversations. Damn! He's talking with Nightbot. I wasn't sure if DSP knew his donors were all like this, but now I am certain he 100% knows, says Freezy Cat. Whoa, look at this. The momentum is real. King Be Cruel just resubbed over on Twitch. 15 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're going to add that to the running total. The King's tax, if you will. I need to do some forbidden math behind the scenes. That is, oh my god. It's like, let me do some math here. Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I had to do some forbidden math behind the scenes. I always laugh my ass off when the pig roach calls detractors mouth-drooling tards, and Jade is in the chat talking. Yes, that is ironic. QQ on Kick says he did name a couple chatters, but he asked me to cut their names. Oh! The truth comes out. The truth comes out. He didn't want to get called out.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Patrick with the follow over on Twitch. Thank you so much for showing love to the Twitch channel. And look at these numbers over on YouTube and on Kick. Record-setting numbers. Holy. Big ups, guys. Thank you so much. You know what? Let's celebrate. I will never get tired of that. I will just never get tired of that. I hope you guys know. I hope you guys know. Let's continue. Lem Fandango says every DSP fan got that Chris Benoitism dialect. Damn. On a serious note, Lem Fandango continues. This really does nail down the fact that his fans simply overestimate their ability to read social cues and to defend themselves from a poetita. It's really sad and should prove to tourists that DSP is worth hating. Damn! Dead Bear says, extremely well put. Agreed. Co-signed. Real shit right there. Uh-oh, Sumayfer out here. Do you consider yourself as predators, or in what way is a troll pretending to be a supporter and fan to pass false narratives onto someone you hate as them being taken advantage of? Okay, this Sumayfer person is starting to kick up some dust. And then Hero says, yourselves. Damn! Hit him with the grammar. Hit him with the grammar. Look at that. Tu quo que fallacy. Oh! We're using fancy French words. Hold on. We got some Expedition 33 words here. A very tortured one as well, where you can't even set your straw man up properly to attack it. Ow! DSP has bankrupted his fans and made them sleep in cars. He is also a proven serial liar in his own words and by his own admission. Oh my God, we got a wall of text here. My mic seems to be going fuzzy. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Your mic sounds like shit. Being like ingrained in the audio sphere. Mic is scratching. How about this? How about now? Testing. Sibilance.
You're broken in the fucking head.
Sibilance. You're as desperate as Phil is. They continue. The public masturbator for some sort of partily. What? Partily. Okay, it's better. Okay, yeah. Sometimes I have to unplug and replug in this focus, right? So I wish I had that nice, rich, warm podcast Joe Rogan sound, but I can't find it. And I'm also deaf in one ear, so it's difficult for me to suss it out. That does not exist while not denying the fact that Phil is bad, because you are instead clutching at the straw of, quote, just as bad, as if two wrongs make a right. Damn! I have to go through some of these comments. I'm missing some discussions. Oh! These two people also chat in places like Raw Phil, because most of the people who watch Phil don't like him and want to say that in chat. Yet you want them to comment about LARPers in his chat. The three of us don't need to LARP anyone, since there are lots of streams about what a terrible and deluded liar Phil is. So if none of us go in Phil's chat, and we all refuse to give him views and money, how do you then make this... What the fuck? Febrile? Is this a word, chat? An unsubstantiated accusation about being LARPers and how that is the same as taking advantage of disabled and vulnerable people like above. Oh my God. This is some new shit. Deaf in one ear? Did you smoke that weed from Cat? Yeah, deaf. This shit right here, it's called deaf. I'm trying to live. And the like, it mimics Phil's speak. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can say this correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Yuki89. I think I nailed it.
This is the payoff.
Phil is not classed as vulnerable. Is he? So even when we take your lame tu quo que fallacy head on, it doesn't work, does it? So why are you even wasting time on this if you can't defend the indefensible? And anyway, two wrongs don't make a right, do they? You tried hard, just not hard enough. Very much like Phil. Damn, hold on a second. I'm going to look at this Q2 policy or whatever the fuck and search it on the Google machine. Okay, here it is. Just wanted to make sure here. He spelled it wrong, by the way. He spelled it wrong. The tu quoque, Latin for U2 fallacy, is an informal logical fallacy that occurs when someone attempts to discredit an argument by accusing the opponent of hypocrisy or acting inconsistently with their own argument, rather than addressing the argument's substance. It is a form of ad hominem attack, often used as a red herring to avoid defending one's positions. Damn. We're learning. We're learning things today. And then Dead Bears goes, wow, LMFAO. That's very true. Some for replies, well, Eva account is a troll account and the predators are the vultures trying to mooch anything from DSP and anyone they consider an easy target. Okay, so he's just repeating himself. Very cool. Jatu says he's a DSP fan, all right. And then, hey, it's all good says it sounds like somebody that we used to know. JK Demand 2007 says, to be very honest, they all sound like someone who is regarded. They're physically matured now, but they all sound like kids speaking pretty much like DSP. Oh, my God. And then Louis says they all sound the same. Jack Handy says DSP and psychiatrists are making a good living off the mental health crisis. Damn. Man, I feel sorry for these guys. CTU agent, I see you, pimp, in the ha. I don't, I just laugh. And that's probably the best way of seeing it. Lil Ya says, I was watching this tabbed out while playing a game and burst into laughter when I tabbed back in to see him wearing a Django Fett helmet, LMFAO. Huddy says, this dude donates, gets yelled at by DSP, and continues to donate. True. Silver Dust says, wears the same clothes the following day. Nice. Yeah, someone like that one. The Tattooed Jesus says, of course he sounds like this. Never Wore Fake Amiri says, I just can't believe this guy has a job. Holy shit. Toilet Bread says, I own a restaurant and I pity employ the child of one of my waitresses. I have him help out the kitchen, do some dishes, take out the trash. He's overall useless, but a very nice guy, and I like that he gets money to spend on his video games and card games and knickknacks. I assume this Eva has a similar gig. 69 Tail says these dents are so weird. They spend their lives trolling the king with their benefits and vents. What? Banana Joe says, initial reaction. Whoa, buddy!
He's gay! You're a fucking bitch, hope you know that shit.
Get Cubed says, holy shit, why is it always these types of remedials who watch DSP? That's a word. Big Hamp says, I wish I could hype this, but it will not let me. More people need to see this representation of the average DSP fan. Yikes, I hope gun laws are tight in whatever state he lives in. What the fuck does that mean? Actual Schizo Freak says, I hope you interview Jade next. Jade No Joy interview, says Dorkside. Rob Cab says, why is Chris Benoit wearing a helmet? And then Choco Smoke says they all have an illness or sickness, it seems. Friend of the show says, what the fuck is the issue? Okay. Eric, wow, everybody's making a lot of, look, this is the comment section saying it. This isn't me. Eric Duchamp says, this is just Chris Benoit. Terrius Gaming says, Eva needs to understand that Digimon is literally a series for kids. Phil is a 44-year-old man. He was almost an adult when the series hit the U.S. He has zero interest in the series. The next thing he needs to learn, which all autistic people need to know, is that other people don't want to hear about your hyper-focus, especially if it's a series for kids. Phil doesn't want friends. When he finds a friend, it's for 2 reasons. Either to use a transaction or to use as a shield. Asmon equals transaction. Rambo equals transaction. Wings equals shield. Kino Casino equals both. Damn. Now that is something to say. QQ retorts. If DSP is willing to play every Pokemon game, I don't think a Digimon game is out of the realm of possibility. And then XBM X Bama replies, only if he can name the Digimon the game itself way better than the trash Pokemon games he's played with. And then Panda in the window, like Malcolm X. What the fuck? Joker Part 2! First off, welcome home.
Welcome home.
And thank you for hanging out with us on the YouTube platform. I'm so happy you're talking about the Ava Cowboy No Sleep Love Triangle. Whoa.
Chip in.
There it is. Random sound effect button. Excuse me. Chi E Run says Phil fans must have a phenotype because this guy sounds exactly like this other person. Nothing I could do says I said that he's accidentally created the perfect content for certain adults. Like it talks down to you in a way normally sewn in kids' content, but it's obviously not appropriate for kids. Ross Michael says, can't wait Q. And then Kobe Bryant says, all Queen Mike has a friend. And then butt checks. Oh, butt checks. I like that. These are great. And as dented as real Phil fans are, I appreciate that they take the time out for the interviews. Me too. Me too. That animation is awesome, by the way. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Look at that. AAA with the 50 kicks over on Kick. Thank you. Also on the Kick platform, King Be Cruel with the What Are the Oranges For? Back to the green room. No, my friend, not yet. Not yet. But we're
Tony Leone subscribed to the channel.
Tony Leone, thank you so much. Every time. It's a celebration. The momentum is building. AAA dropping the single kicks. Hell yeah! And they add up. They add up. Let me do some forbidden math behind the scenes, by the way. 51, 2, 3, 4. 54. That's 55, baby. Look at that. I love the symmetry of it all. Oh, 6. 7, 8. 9. We're gonna just round up. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you. You are insane. Thank you so much, AAA. I do appreciate that. Every little bit. Seriously. No, really. No, really. And 10 kicks. And 20 kicks. And 30 kicks. And 40 kicks. Holy. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you. And a raise quit for 500 kicks. Have I played NTE? Is that the Sword Art Online game? Is that the Sword Art Online game? Because yes, I did download it and I did play it. Hold on, let me do some forbidden math back here. 5. Another 100 kicks, and it's coming in fast and furious. I'm losing count. I'm losing count. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, AAA with another 500 kicks. Thank you so much.
Nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
GTA on anime. I think I've seen that. If it just drops, you know I'm going to be getting that shit. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I really do need to make some forbidden math behind the scenes. I need to do some math. Hold up. Hold up here. So, 1, 6, 60, 10, 10, 60, 20, 60, 30, 60, 40, 60, 41, 42, 60, 43, 60, 44, 60, 45, 646, 647, 648, 649, 650, 7. Yes. Yes, I think I got it. Ha! And they said I smoked myself regarded. That's a smooth, guys, I don't want to upset anybody, but thanks to the kindness and generosity of AAA and all of those kicks, yes sir, we go into the green room, we just hit the goal. Oh my God. Put your hands in the air. We did it. We did it again. Thank you so much. Please let your lovers and friends know that Ursha, John, and Luda had to do it again. King Be Cruel with the what are the oranges for? I see the vision. I see the vision. Alright, so got this, and I'll see you all on the other side of this. Hello everybody and welcome to the green room. Oh my God. So, let me show you what I'm working with over here. This shit right here. This shit right here. The Puffco Proxy. Alright, let me pull this thing out real quick. This Puffco Proxy. It has a little pipe adapter. I've got the joystick top. And it's got a Pearl inside. Got ourselves the Mr. Teddy crossed with peanut butter, PB pie, and if you are able to safely and legally, I invite you to join me as we sample and suffer from the success of another incredible stream. Got both your carnitudes. That's what I'm talking about. That is what's up, tubes. You guys have been insane. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, cheers. I be pondering with this shit, bro. Ain't nobody pondering harder than me. I'm solving mysteries with this shit. Cheers. So I'll tell you, when I went to WrestleMania, when it was at SoFi, the first thing I did when I touched down is I hit a dispensary. I got myself a $45 energy drink, THC infused. I drank that shit and I went to WrestleMania. It was awesome. And that Cali weed, bro. Oh my god. I was a fan of the West Coast. Not so much seeing everybody shitting literally on like the Hollywood Boulevard or whatever. But I enjoyed it. I had a good time. So while we're here in the green room, I do have a playlist, and we're closing in. I usually do a hard cutoff at 11. Oh, and look at this. Literally, this happened 52 minutes ago, and it's 11 minutes long. So let's do enjoy. It's a Duty Streams joint. And we'll finish the stream strong.
She makes
I'm sorry.
She makes like video content of old games, like Juggernaut.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
They're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
You know, post-game, end-game epilogue here. So I hope you guys are ready.
Ha!
Let's go.
Imagine talking to your wife like that. Imagine
If you have
talking
enjoyed
on
the stream
like
so
that.
far,
Please
thanks
tip.
for chilling with me. Please engage in support with the stream to help out the channel.
Let's get some
if you're on
goddamn
YouTube
support.
right now, please like the stream. The likes help a ton. They really, really
Hey, let's
do.
like the stream real
So
quick,
please like the
guys.
stream
Let's
if
go
you
ahead and like
haven't,
the stream.
Okay?
Come on,
Please
guys.
consider supporting the channel in some way. On the YouTube side, you could do a super chat or become a member or gift some memberships to the community. On the Kick side, you could do some kicks, or you could gift a sub or become a sub yourself on the channel. You could do a tip via PayPal. Everything greatly appreciated. We got pop-ups going. We got thank you shout-outs going.
I think we
so
got-
please
I think
support
we
the
got
stream
what
if
you
you
said.
haven't. Let's
King
go.
be cruel. King be bitch.
Oh, good. Look, it didn't save. I actually have to do the final boss fight again.
Okay,
I'm
so do
serious. Unless it auto-saves, oh, you have to do the final boss fight a second time.
Okay,
That's
then do
hilarious.
it.
What a piece of shit.
You,
Oh, let's see here. How do you load? Can you even load the game? How do you even load the game?
How? How?
I never tried loading the game. It just always auto-loaded. Yeah, I guess you can't.
What? He was trying to save Scrum?
So even though we beat the final boss, think about this.
He didn't, though.
Didn't even save. Yeah, it just didn't save, and the game didn't give you the option to save at all. What an awful fucking way they designed this game. What a huge flaw. Seriously. What a humongous and utterly bad flaw. I mean, we have to redo the final boss. It's fine. We're still going to win. We'll do it again. But, I mean, what a humongously flawed design to the game that if you beat the final boss, they expect you to sit around for 2 hours after the boss to do...
The successful streamer had the cower before the walrus smothered him in his
the
sleep.
ending,
Oof.
and you can never
You know they
save
sleep
your
in
game,
different
and it doesn't
rooms.
auto-save.
Sleep in different beds. He beat it last time, then
That's
Alt
just
F4 because
asinine.
he didn't get to a save
I
point.
mean,
Oh
King
my
Devin
god!
2026,
Well,
these
thank
people
you
are
so
still
much,
just fucking
Turf
stupid.
Lord, for that like. I appreciate that. That
Whatever.
lets
It's
YouTube
fine.
know
We
that
have
this
time
corner
to
of
do
the
it. It takes
internet
about
is
20,
popping.
25 minutes. We'll beat the boss again, and then we'll continue on. Okay? Hello, everyone. DSP here.
It was bugged save mechanics,
Welcome back
dude.
to Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Now, for the record, this very much will be the conclusion of the game.
What the fuck
However,
is
you may
with
be
this
staring
like
at this screen right now
plunging
with
neckline
me
though?
and saying, "Wait a
He's
minute,
like trying to show
what is
off
this?
and shit.
Didn't you do this in the last part?"
Like,
yes.
Throw these arms
In
out,
fact,
bro. Like,
just
what the
to
fuck?
confirm, I'd like to show you. Here is my Steam actual readouts and achievements for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, including right here, awarded for completing a showdown with the Demon King. You know, grand finale, the end of the game. I already beat the game. The problem with Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is that modern game devs still don't use common sense and don't value a gamer's time. And what I mean by that is,
What do I mean by
if
that?
you beat the final boss of the game, immediately the game should autosave and say, hey, if there's going to be an extended, lengthy ending, you can resume and see the ending. Right? Because you remember, I beat
Showing
this
some
and it went
chest
right to
hair
a
today for the
cutscene.
whales?
That
Oh,
cutscene kept
buddy.
going and going and going. And then I
He's
tried to
really
save the
trying
game,
to
and there
put
was
out the
nowhere to
welcome
save
mat
the
for
game.
LTG
And I
and
was
see
out
if
of
he
time.
comes
I
a
couldn't
knocking.
stream any longer. So I said, well, I'll just turn it off. What are you going to do? They won't let me save. Now they're forcing me to refight the entire boss, and it's 4 forms all over from the start because of poor game design. That is the only
and yes, before anybody asks, I
it's poor
completely
game
ripped
design
off this
by
black and
game
white
devs that don't
aesthetic
care.
from Injured.
So,
I totally ripped
sorry,
it off.
people who made Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. You did a lot right. This is horrendously wrong, and you should patch the game to fix it.
Damn,
When you beat
patch
the
it!
final boss, it auto-saves your spot, and you can resume and do the ending. Now, it's not a big deal. I have 3+ hours to play this today and see the ending, so we're going to have to do this fight again, and it sucks that we have to, but what are you going to do? And I'm sorry that we have to redo it together. I guess we'll talk and chill while I do it. I know I can beat it. I already have. All right, but what are you going to do?
He
Pretty
could have
stupid.
already been in the
Yeah,
fight
dunce
instead of
level game
sitting here and
development.
bitching
Here we
about
go
it.
again.
Most people would stick around to watch the ending, not end
You know, a
it as
Digimon or
cliffhanger bait for
Pokemon
next
style
time.
game. I think that's what
Oh
they
my
were going
god,
for
like
with
why
those
don't they
games,
just
right?
watch it on YouTube?
I wouldn't be against it.
They did it with
like, there
Lightning
was a new one or
Returns.
something, but I don't realistically see people wanting me to play that like out of the blue today. You know what I mean?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, look, you literally can't save. This is hilarious. You can't save your game.
Look at that. Somebody in the kick chat. Triple A.
Remove all people to save. Why would they do that? Think about that. It's the end of the game. You're in the end sequence. Remove all ability to save your game. What if you have to take a shit?
Oh, it's
What if your
always
power
shit with
goes
them,
out?
bro.
Like, what were they thinking? I mean, it's just a simple thing to allow game saves during this sequence. It makes no sense to not to, except bad game development. Like, wow, they're really stupid. Listen, I loved this game, don't get me wrong, but that is just asinine and dumb. No saving of the game in the end of the game.
They want to keep you immersed. You hear that,
Duh,
devs?
duh. So how do we leave? No, AAA, I understand what you're saying. He says, well, because this is an adventure game.
Dick
they want you to revisit
Winger!
and talk to all the people that helped you along the way.
What up,
All
Pip?
things about adventure. No, I get that, but
We're
why
here in
did
the
they
green
turn
room
the game
again,
from an open world
suffering
RPG into
from
an
the success of
on-rails
another
segment with
incredible
no
stream?
saving? Why not just say, hey, if you want to explore the end game, explore
Finishing
the
the
end game at your own
stream
pace.
strong with this
Fly
new
the
duty
spaceship
streams
thing around and
video
do it
that
for
just
yourself.
dropped.
Save your game.
And
get final items.
You know we
Do
staying
some
hydrated.
combat.
Are you
Instead,
drinking water?
You must
you,
do
you
this
son of a
on-rails
bitch.
sequence.
You drinking water
And
out there?
Absolutely no saving, nothing.
What do you think?
If
What do
have
you
to
know
turn
about
your
that?
game off, too bad. Do it from the start. Do the fight the boss again. Huh? It doesn't make any sense at all. It's
I know all about that.
insanely bad game design, and I'm shocked because the rest of the game's been great. How did they make this one huge misstep? You know, I just don't get that.
He's annoying. He's new, and DSP likes to say his name a lot, which hurts me. I already have enough dents named Alex that I have to deal with hearing.
Someone tipped $2 says, why are you harsh to judge game developers? They aren't making
I'd
these
be quick to
macro level
just
game
say
decisions.
Trip,
They're directed by
because
upper management, and I work
that
as a
is
game
a
developer
cool
speaking
name.
from actual experience. First
that could
off,
be a
when
name
I'm
of a
criticizing
character
the
in
game,
IP
why do you
that I
think
tried
I'm
to,
criticizing
like,
the line
get off
level
the ground
developer?
called Raver Sluts from
No,
the future.
obviously, if there's a game design choice, it's
And
the person
then,
who's
like,
in
there
charge
would
of the
be
game
a
design that I'm
currency, and it'd
criticizing,
be
not the
called
guy who's a
lens.
line level coder.
And
That's
then I
on
would have
you
a
to
toxic
think that I'm
fan
doing
base
that.
that
I
would
didn't
want
do
to see
that.
all of the characters
That's number one. Number
in
two,
relationships
I have
with
the
each
right to
other, but they
criticize a
can't.
game. A game is not infallible. A game should be criticized. A game should be, you know, asked to
Patch the
improve.
game because one regard
You have
can't
to
do
stop
anything
being
right
so
and blames
pussyfooted
game
around
devs
life
for
and
it.
actually
Oh my
speak
God.
up for
He's
things
still
that
talking
need to be
about
improved.
this.
This is ridiculous that the game
Bait
assumes
devourer.
that you're going to have hours of time at the end of the game uninterrupted and that you can never save your progress. It's a horrendous game design, especially for a game you've invested 60+ hours in.
Shut up, bitch. Okay, so Final Fantasy XIV literally gives you this, like, prompt before you, like, start a long series of things. There will be a long sequence of cutscenes that will proceed in order. Please put a significant amount of time aside in order to enjoy this.
To then say, oh, you may have to replay the final boss fight time and time again to see the ending because you didn't allot enough time to see it.
There it is.
I mean,
Trip, it
seriously.
is.
I think you're taking it too personally. You think I'm, like, insulting a personal developer. I'm not.
The king
But
of
I'll tell you right now,
retro.
this is horrid game design, and it should be improved. Absolutely, they should patch this
You
game
can pick up any
and make
game
it so that this
and play it
sequence
at
can
a
be saved
professional
and
level.
resume. Period.
Stop whining.
No excuse for it to not have that. Okay. Yes, let's go. There's plenty more content. Yes, more Dragon Quest content. Somewhere out there in the world are pedestals waiting to be fitted with the proper stone tablet fragments. Have a chat with the caretaker in the Shrine of Mysteries to find out more. And if you fancy yourself tough enough, you can also take on a few familiar but unfriendly faces from times past. And
look, I know when I talk and I do readouts, I probably don't say words correctly, or I don't have the correct cadence, or I don't have a good radio voice for it. But when Phil reads stuff on screen,
let's
I
go.
hate it.
I have more content.
I hate it. This isn't. This is when you're singing lyrics to the video game music. I feel like that is one very specific part of the spectrum. All right, that's what I'm thinking because I do.
Oh, look, wait a minute. Mervin rejoined your party. Inexplicably, Mervin rejoined your party.
Who's Mervin?
Kiefer is gone though. Okay.
Ew.
So basically, what you need to do is go to the Shrine of
look at
Mysteries
this,
now.
bro. This low-cut shirt is fucking weird. He's showing off the body.
With everyone,
it's
the
disgusting.
playthrough 60 hours long. I'm well aware
He's
that the
showing
game
the
overstayed its
body.
welcome. We've been playing this since February. It's now May. I think it's time to say goodbye to Dragon Quest VII. All right,
He was
listen,
waiting to put
I've
this
enjoyed the
thing
game. I
fast.
really have. And I want to say thank you to
Just
everyone
like Metal
who
Gear Solid 4
watched
did, but
along,
especially
played
on the
along,
90-minute long
streamed
cutscene,
along,
which was
right? Everyone who
epic as fuck,
supported
by
it,
the
and
way.
engaged with it. You guys are awesome. But at some point, you just gotta be like,
fell
all right,
into
I
a
think
into
that's
a
enough.
hole
You
where
know what
I
I
was
mean?
just watching
And to be
supercuts
honest,
of all of the
even
Metal
with the
Gear
job
Solid
system,
games.
to take a look here.
Like, I sat through like 1, 2, and 3.
At this point, we almost had finished everything. Like, for example, let's take a look
It
at
did it in chronological order,
DSP.
too. They did
right?
the DSP version,
Once he
too.
maxes Hero, like, what's left? I think there's, like, 1 or 2 jobs
Armamentalist. That's a pretty
that
cool name.
we hadn't done yet. But we pretty much had maxed almost everything in the game. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like there's anything really left to do. At this point, we'd just be, like, fighting for fighting's sake.
So then do it.
Anyway, all right. Well, I think this is going to be where we're going to end it. All right. And I want to say, again, thank you to everyone who
He plays video games like a guy that
basically
doesn't
enjoyed
like to
this
play
playthrough
video
over the
games.
last
He doesn't want to
3
play
and a
him
half
anymore.
months.
He
It's
just
not
wants to sit there.
often we get to
He
play a
just wants
super
to sit
long
there and
game.
go, "All right,
And now that
give me
we did, I'm
money.
happy we did. But it's
me the
time
money.
to give it a rest.
Give me the
Now
money.
people have said, well, will you go
Fuck
back?
you,
Will
give
play
me the
the
money.
older Dragon Quest games, which they did
That's
2D,
the
3D
content.
remakes, right?
Let me just
Would you play the new
fiddle
one?
about.
Yes.
Let me just fiddle about.
Eventually, I would love to go and play those games too. It's
Oh! This was today? The King's Tax 36? 36? He really made 36 today? He really made 36 today? Yes? We have confirmation, guys. Look at the health bar. Look at the health bar to my left. We officially eclipsed DarkSydePhil. And I couldn't think of a better way to finish off the stream. So let's go ahead and do it right. This is my favorite part of the stream, guys. And you know I say this every time, but I really do mean it. This shit right here was the greatest stream in the history of our sport. It was the greatest stream in the history of our sport. And you want to know why? You want to know? I'm killing Tom trying to fight. There it is. It's gone. Do you want to know? It's all your fault. I blame everybody but myself, but I blame especially Tony Leone. Thank you so much for subbing over on the YouTube platform. Thank you so much, Patrick, for following us over on the Twitch platform. King Be Cruel, thank you so much for resubbing for 15 months over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Edamar, I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Thank you so much, Edamir. Please correct me. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you so much for the gifted sub over on Twitch, and congratulations, Indrid. And speaking of Indrid, thank you so much for the huge raid and the host, not only on Twitch but on YouTube as well. Thank you so much, Trip, for the 5 gifted subs over on Kick. And congratulations, DSSX. X. Cartel World, it's Queso, Damn V a Zombie, and 74 Bastian. Thank you once again, Trip, for the gifted sub over on the preferred platform for this production, and congratulations, Beef! Thank you so much, Trip! I replayed that, so it just opened up the Beef one again. Thank you so much, Trip, for all of the kicks that you have provided. The ground control doesn't show me the kicks. Edamir? It sounds like something from God of War. I should know this. Kami Nips, we're done! We're done! It's been 3.5 hours. We came to the green room twice. And we made more success than Phil. We made more money than Phil tonight. But you can always watch the replay on the YouTube. We're also recording and streaming this on X. So, big ups, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stepmania Live featuring your favorite AI-generated waifus. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be a Cinco de Mayo themed AI-generated waifu, so do stay tuned for that. And your requests, over 20,000 tracks across every genre of music. And if it doesn't exist, we'll make it exist. Big ups to Jess Cup, the MVP, the VIP, and the OG of this and every stream, as always. And if you're hanging out with us on Twitch, I'm going to raid out to Tevin, and if you're hanging out with us over on YouTube, I'm going to send you over to Raw Phil. So with all that being said, I love each and every one of you platonically and consensually. Please do stay happy, healthy, and most importantly, hydrated. And until next time,